We can do it anyway.
Yeah. Hello, welcome to the Dragget Show. Let's Dragon Fair together. I'm Zanny, this is Alkali.
I'm not here.
And we're streaming outside. Hopefully this works. Oh my god, everyone let us know how it's going because it's been a while. It moved! The camera moved! Fuck!
I am the center of attention now.
I am the
Okay.
John, it's your show. Hurry. What are your views on the fire?
Hot.
Excellent. Truly, no one has ever done
really,
a deep
my views
dive.
on fire are lightning superior.
Oh.
Okay, I think I got it now. Jesus Christ. Hello, everyone. Oh, God.
Peter the Bear is asking our first question with, y'all ready for the snow? You want to tell them what happened yesterday?
Oh, yeah. We saw a big freaking flurry.
They were like this big.
They were basketball flurries.
Yeah, I thought it was Christmas time, but we don't have Christmas here in Chicago anymore because like we're used to that coming in January after everything's over.
Yeah, that's true.
Because global warming.
Because global warming.
Because that's how everything works now. Christmas is canceled.
So what actually happened to us yesterday, we went to Boys Town to enjoy a day being gay, which was so nice. Mm-hmm. And while there, we started to get windy, started to get cold. We're like, you know what? Now's a good time to eat anyway. So we went into a place called, you knew the name.
Oh, Furious Spoon?
The Furious Spoon. It's a spicy ramen bar.
I thought it was a bad video game when you first told me.
Yes, I know that you immediately said, like, oh, I'm not into your style of games. And I'm like, you have a very interesting idea of what restaurants are. Post-COVID, restaurants are video games, obviously.
Absolutely.
So we went out to the Furious Spoon, we sat down, and outside, the land of, darkness and overcast turned into a blizzard because Boys Town, what is that street called that it's on? I want to say Harlem, it's another H.
Homo Street.
Homo Street.
Homo Street.
Okay. On Homo Street.
Halstead.
Thank you, Halstead. It's just a long stretch with nothing but 3-story plus buildings.
Oh, thank you so much.
So the wind whipping down it out this window looked like a blizzard, which was really funny because our serving lady came up to our table, seated us, totally dry, looking professional. Apparently she had to go throw out the garbage, came back covered in snow. The second time she came to help us, a totally different person. She's like, oh, hi, welcome to this. Don't worry about taking your time. This is a safe place. And she came back covered in snow. She's like, are you ready to order? I need a shower.
Oh, do I have to flip this around? Are we flipped around? Am I weed mom in reverse or something? I don't know.
You're mom weed. The kind of weed we want to get for your mom.
Y'all can see us. It's all good.
mom's the same. So just
Oh, you and your palindromes.
Come on, a mom upside down is wow.
right?
Wow, you just made the Inquisition a lot more fun. It's okay, mom's upside down. Wow.
That's what I say when I see my mom upside down. I mean, I have questions.
That's the first thing that comes to your head.
Wow.
Yes,
right.
yes, it is.
Fenstro, do mom.
Do mom.
Do mom.
Do the do. Hello, everyone.
Gray Foxen.
What?
Gray Foxen didn't realize it was mirrored until we said something. Gray Foxen, did you think he was wearing a do mom shirt? Uh-oh. Gray
I called you out
Foxen.
on the pronouns.
Did I already do one? Damn it.
You just did.
Did it? Yeah, fuck.
That's what the alarm was.
My face is not naked.
That was, yeah, it's plenty.
John's face is naked. Where is there nudity on that face?
Yeah, he's got plenty of birds.
I got short and stubblies.
Short as... Just like Diana said.
They were just confused that your beard wasn't as red as your hat.
Right.
You just have to step it
When
up.
you got no hair, you need a hat when it's cold.
It's true.
Genuinely, and I think I told you this, I'm looking forward to the day after MFF. Because MFF will be the last convention. First Squared is going to be delayed till like March, April or May at this point. So I have no conventions after MFF for at least 2 months. It's happening. I am so sick of all of this. You know how you're sick of all of this? I'm sick of this.
So easy.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
So easy.
I'm taking a number one. Well, I'm taking a number one, then I'm going outside and attaching a number one clipper guard, and then I'm just fuck it.
Oh,
just
why?
fuck
You're
it.
still gonna have hair.
I know you're disappointed that COVID's over and stuff, but you actually have to take care of your appearance now. I know. You just can't be like a hovel in the home.
It was kind of nice being a hovel in the home.
Oh, hovel. It's
A hovel in the
hovel.
home. Hovel
What am I
home.
thinking of?
Hobbit?
Hobbit, that's it.
A hobbit hole.
Hobbit hole. That's it. Hobbit in a hole. No, you're more of a wizard. You look like a fucking wizard. We know you're a magician.
I'm sorry.
You used to be a magician.
I still am a magician. I
Really?
just
Anyway.
Do some magic.
da 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 da.
He's going to make
I've
this
seen
penis
that trick.
disappear.
Oh,
See? Still does magic.
So I don't know if you remember this. There was a time that you asked me for a favor for something that your school was doing back in college, and
Yeah.
I showed up to be a magician at a charity event.
yep. That was my bullshit internship class.
I love. It was such a bull turn. Did you ever hear this? It was such a bull turn internship that they were doing
Bull
this
turn?
bull turn internship. Bull turn internship. Hubba bubble bubble. It was such a bullshit thing that they were like, okay, everyone has to contribute. So this son of a wonderful woman goes and is like, I'll bring us a magician. And they're like, really? He's like, yes. And called me. He's like, I need a favor for an A. I'm like, all right.
You know? Yeah, they have that. You can order anything online now. You can get a taxi. You can get. I found in town you can get like services. Like if you need a fence put up. What if you need a magician? There should be that, like Uber for magicians.
Dial a mage.
Yeah, I'm sure there is something.
Dial a mage?
Why?
Okay, this is happening.
Why have Why have a
Right.
agent? Do magicians have agents? I don't
So
know.
is the app you use to hire your magician or your mage called the Summoning Circle?
No. Tricker with a
Tricker!
Tricker. I like it.
Tricker and liquor, we got it.
Well, that's the adult.
No, Tricker and liquor is if you hire the mage and he's a bartender. Tricker and liquor. Oh my God! I just realized what I'm saying. Please do not post this
That's
online.
if you're mage.
This magic sounds non-consensual.
This actually sounds super nice.
That's when your magician chose his specialty school as mixology.
Okay, hold on. So we did talk about this. We just found out recently that there's a new LARP that a friend of ours, Phelan, is a part of. Phelan, if you ever see this, hello, you're a wonderful person. And this LARP is very role-play centric. We're super excited about going to a place, and not really like because we're old. Like we're gonna fight a little bit, but I want to. In my
We
perfect
will fight
world,
with words.
exactly. I want to see my mate, my incredibly fit, my incredibly agile mate, running across tables and fighting with swords while I am sitting there as the bard going, "Oh, you should run away right now. Uh-oh. You should just run away. Uh-oh." And you playing a shopkeep just with a stake like, "This is how I fight." Goblins coming over. Would you like some brunch?
Throwing weapons are just pork chops.
You know, it's funny that like they did with that with Bard, like yes, you are useful, you have powers now. As far as because they would have a drummer come out and battle. Dum, dum, dum.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, you know, you need your musician. Like,
Well,
yeah, you need your bards to like play along and stuff like that.
So it was the bards of old. The bards of old, they were actually to time marches because the percussion would travel so much farther. It wasn't just for like, yeah, play us a upbeat
set
tune. It's set pace. And there were signals. Molds because, once again, percussion travels farther than words clearly. So you can hear bum-da-bum-bum-bum-da-bum-bum-bum, and you know that has meaning.
Yeah.
Then you have the flags. It's actually kind of interesting before walkie-talkies existed how they communicated on a battlefield, which is how First Square did it our first year. Flags and drums. That was just how we, in the middle of the hotel.
I was just thinking about how like you know you
We
have
remember
your
a very different first way.
you got your bards and stuff. But what about all the other jobs that like the cook, the army cook? Why isn't that a class? Because like Suikoden did that. Suikoden, if anyone knows.
Suikoden?
Suikoden. It was a classic Japanese RPG for PlayStation.
Okay.
And there needs to be another one. But yeah, you could hire cooks in your army, and they had cook powers when you brought them along.
See, that makes perfect sense. That would increase morale.
Well, I mean,
Exactly.
those, like in D&D and stuff, those exist, but they're just townspeople that take cook and they travel with the army.
Well, because I believe in that world, a commoner class, there were certain things that you could get extra points in because the commoner was the only one who got 2 skill points, craftsman points. So you could be craftsman cook, craftsman gatherer. well, adventurer classes had to be, you just got one craftsman unless you took 2 classes. Like certain people sitting next to me who are just like, hey, can I just be every class? And I'm like, I'll figure out the math. Like, don't worry about it. When you did the I believe the original, not the original Tarbin, but maybe Tarbin number 2, you were
mean
a
the
try.
Gestalt thing you made up?
I'm not saying I didn't make it up. I'm saying you used it. What do you want from me?
Hello, Zoran.
And really quick, just going back to it, Gray Foxen, we will get you the information. I just found out about it recently and found out that it was a role-play-centric LARP, so I got very excited. I don't have the info on me. We will be talking about this more as it comes up.
Also, I want to thank Maggie, Red Fox, and Black Winged Wanderer for subscribing. Thank you so much. We saw that pop up.
I didn't see that. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Good news. The blind guy is catching the shit going on the screen.
Anyway.
Really quick, what's everyone drinking? Let's start over here.
Rum and Coke in my Fat Tuesday cup from BLFC, baby.
So why don't you tell everyone the significance of BLFC in that cup?
I mean...
What happened to you?
I got really drunk on boozy smoothies because they're amazing.
I love the story, please.
I don't remember much of the story because I pretty much lost consciousness after I finished a little bit about this much. Because you can get...
That story tracks.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Like, on Saturday, I'm like, I'm going to start my day off right. Maybe it was Friday.
It was Friday.
Yeah.
It was Friday.
I need breakfast. Time to go to Fat Tuesday. So I got the most powerful thing here. It's called 40 Magnum combined with something else, and it makes a super Magnum. I don't know.
Have you ever been to a bar that the wall is just lined with beer taps?
Yeah.
This was a bar that the wall was lined with those big fat basins that you would see at 7-Eleven mixing smoothies. Like literally a 4 or 5 bar length width. There was
amazing.
12 of them, 20 of them. And they just go over and just like a beer.
It just sounds like a hangover.
Yes.
It was.
It
well,
was.
Oh.
yeah. Well, if you do it early, then you
puke
throw out
rally?
the door. No.
That's my
You don't
job.
go to bed drunk. I just my stomach hated me for the rest of the weekend, but it was still okay. I learned things, like how to handle fruit smoothies responsibly, because holy shit, those wreck your stomach.
Yeah.
But it's really good.
Scarlet Jane Fox says they've got a cream soda Dr. Pepper. They combined those things, or did you combine that thing? Oh, I can't see through the smoke. Somebody just followed. Bed Kid?
Oh yeah, Bed Kid.
Bed Kid. That's not good.
Why?
Bad Kid.
Thank you. I can't see through the smoke.
That's hilarious.
Bed Kid. Uh-oh. And stream is over.
Oh yes, thank
That
you
was
for the
fast.
candle and soap. Thank you so much. It smelled like Fireball. It's Fireball smoke. Who is
that? Arm?
Arm, yes.
Arm, you scared the hell out of me because one morning, right when it was fresh, we brought it home and we unwrapped it and put it in the bathroom. And then I walked into my bathroom the next morning like, oh my God, who the hell was drinking Fireball last night and vomited everywhere? The bathroom reeked of Fireball. It was incredible. I think it was because it was warm that day. I don't know, but it was bad. I mean, it smelled good, but it was bad.
To go over it real fast.
Oh, yeah.
You were mentioning the cooking thing, because if y'all don't know, Alkali is ridiculous into cooking, a little bit, and
I'd say I do it enough.
I'm going to go with you're just ridiculous.
Oh, thank you.
these track and. So, anyway, we're there at Furious Spoon, and he's enjoying his meal, but he's realizing what he's tasting, and he goes into full anime mode, just like that fucking anime with the cooking. He's like, oh, the egg is cooked by the broth and is filled in. It is finished in there. Like, you sound exactly like that fucking. I was waiting for his clothes to blow off.
I was gonna say, did he lose a button as he was eating it?
He did.
I mean, that's just a general way of how I eat. I eat too quickly and expand. Like
He just disappeared off his fucking body.
I am embarrassed to say how much I enjoyed that anime, though. It's so bad, but it's great.
It's hysterical. It's
great.
It is genuinely a good anime, and now I can't remember the name of it. Food Wars. It's Food Wars. Yeah. When we talk about things that only we might know what it is, we should tell them what we're talking about.
When I was down visiting my sister, we were talking about food, and she just kept saying umami. And all I could think of was that show, because they talk about umami
Yes,
constantly.
they do.
Anytime you take, because anime has a tendency to make everything like life and death important, like every fucking thing, and that's why it's so ridiculous when you see, like someone once sabotaged the other food contestants by making their food so stinky that they couldn't. Their palate was ruined.
You remember that part? Yeah, I loved that. And actually, Zan did because not their thing, obviously, but they always give it a chance because I asked them to, and that's the episode they watched, and they're just sitting there like, "This is the dumbest thing I've ever seen." It's like, yeah. So you want to watch another one? Yes, I do. Like it was.
Malcolm in the Middle did that. Remember when Reese was taking cooking lessons?
Oh my God, that
and
show
he was
was
going to win,
hysterical.
but he still sabotaged everyone else by making it too salty or fucking with the timers or something. It was great.
That sounds pretty Reese.
Right?
I still Chris, the comedy bunny, she recommended one like that but for basketball because I played basketball in high school growing up, and just the ridiculous superpowers people have. Like this one kid, he's such a wallflower. Nobody noticed him, but he uses that in the basketball game because they don't even notice he has the ball. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
There's a volleyball one like that has 2 seasons on Netflix. It's actually pretty good. I can't remember the name of it, but it's all volleyball.
It's
Really?
Yeah, it's actually
fun.
pretty good. I enjoyed it.
I heard Ping Pong Club was really good. Some anime like that. No, it sounds like I'm making shit up.
Unfortunately, I don't need a ping pong anime because I saw the YouTube video. There's an old group that does. There's a word for it. It's
Basically, where they're dressed in black, moving everything around.
yes, but there's actually a cabaret. It was a cabaret performance, and they literally use blackout filming. So the background is black. The lighting is accentuating the people wearing colors, but mainly it's to keep the people wearing black from being seen on camera. And all they are doing is doing a string art, like almost Jackie Chan style, but with people lifting up other people playing ping pong to the point where
Guys actually moving the ball around with his hand.
yeah, you've seen it.
Yep.
You've seen, and
That's a
when they
classic.
pause and rotate everyone so you get an overhead view for a single shot, when they actually pull that off, I'm like, first off, your upper body strength is incredible to be able to do that, and second off, goddamn, I don't need anime. That was anime enough.
That showed me Japanese game shows are just so much better than ours. They're so much more evolved.
We are losing frames.
They said it was them. Oh, so we're all losing frames.
Okay, keep us going, guys.
You
let
should
us know.
find them.
Okay, well, it might be their TV. If it keeps going, let us know. Let's go back to the.
That could be an internet thing then.
We've been having internet problems.
Okay.
Actually, it was so sad. I very rarely get the opportunity to work from home. It almost happened a few days ago, and we were having internet problems, and my coworker could not stop laughing.
Yeah, let us know if it keeps happening.
He's totally a dick. I love Tom.
As long as you can keep hearing us, I guess that's the
Yeah.
most important thing because
Yeah, absolutely.
we're not that physical.
Oh, look
I
at
mean,
that.
yes, I was criticizing you.
John, come on. Let's show
And
them
your
how
lack of
physical we
going
are.
on for walks.
And let's work out.
No.
I feel good.
I don't know what you just did.
Working out. Okay, good. See? I just
I think I
burned.
discovered some issues.
Let's figure out who burned more calories right there, me or you. Boom.
I don't know. I was thinking pretty hard to figure out what you were doing.
I see.
This is the kind of logic that a chubby checker said, "Hey, I'm doing the twist. I'm working out." Like, no, chubby.
Right?
Uh,
That's like barely anything.
Or that old machine that was the rubber band and it just shook you.
All that is you
That
want to
is
hold a
ridiculous.
martini while working out in that thing, and it's shaken, not stirred. Hey, what are we drinking?
I had 2 shake
Cultivation.
weights because I'm ridiculous. Yeah, I love ridiculous exercise things. So I had 2 shake. You can do it at the same time. Anyway, we are drinking rum and coke. What are you drinking?
You hideous freak, thank you for the follow.
Thank you so much.
You're just changing names now to make me say shit.
Probably.
Tell them what you have created first, my friend.
I haven't created anything. It's a classic cocktail.
Yeah, but you made it, so.
You actually made it.
You told me how to make it while I poured things into a thing.
Therefore, you did the work.
Oh, dear God.
Thank you.
It's gin, maraschino liquor, a violet liquor that tastes really bad but looks really pretty, and some cherries.
What's it called again?
Aviation. Because, I mean, back in the day, the creme de la violet was a little bit bluer, or the maraschino liquor had a color to it, so it wouldn't come out purple, it would come out blue, so it looked like the sky.
I figure it's something like pilots drink right before going up for flights or something.
I mean, in the 60s.
Yeah, honestly.
Fuck, it got cold.
I do love, Kage took me once into the, he calls it the suck my dick room, but the room that you get to go into if you have, the highest level tier flying pass.
Well, I guess we know what Kage
You mean
uses it
lounges?
for.
Yeah, that's that thing.
Right.
Well, we go in
get
there,
into.
and you can get, no, these are the ones that you have to have the weird, I didn't understand it either, but
I
whatever.
can get into most of them.
So We're sitting in there. There's like a handful of people, and here come two pilots. One of them walking past the bar while the bartender in the back literally just grabs a bottle, holds it out. He walks past, grabs it, and goes, "It was such a smooth transaction that it took me a moment to realize that's our pilot."
No, it wasn't.
Probably not, but it looked like it. They're probably heading to the hotel, but I choose to
Or
believe.
there's probably a sleep room right there for him.
I choose to believe.
Was the stream? Did it start okay and then just got worse, or what happened?
We're having some kind of.
We'll have to figure it out.
Yeah, guys, we do apologize. It's been a little bit. We are using all new cords because all of our old ones have went missing. So we will keep working on it. Hopefully, it's not too detrimental. They say it started okay.
Those cherries are really
Do you want me to
good.
check on any internet things maybe going on inside or no? Think I might have to do it? I don't know anything about internet, so.
Exactly. We don't know.
Anyway,
Space magic.
thanks for joining us in our stop frame motion.
Yeah, it's stop motion now.
Slideshow.
Let's just randomly move.
Yeah. Like, oh. Yeah.
They're all
it's-
confused now.
It's like you've seen those YouTube videos. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're just like, I'm just talking about this thing right now and my mouth's not moving. Yeah, exactly. We're just cartoons.
Seamus took the cords.
Oh,
Holding
Okay,
them
let's see.
ransom. Well, boys, it looks like we need a posse.
A posse or a possum? Or a possum of posses? Wait, a posse of possums.
Given our audience, I'm going to go a posse of possums.
Posse of possums it is. They're all going to play dead outside your house, dude.
it's funny.
It's going to be a murder scene.
People at BLC are like jealous because we have possums. Like, oh, they're so cute. We don't get possums down here. We got possums everywhere.
Everywhere.
Hell yeah. And deer, and there are packs of freaking coyotes. We see the coyotes.
That's awesome. That's so good for with the coyotes.
Oh, yeah. We've got a nice coyote.
They're just-
We have a graveyard coyote pack. They're pretty cool. They're chill dudes.
Keep the rats under control.
They just freaking, yeah. I saw a big one just like strolling down the freaking street. I think they hang out in the graveyard over here, right?
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Probably nest over there. Yeah.
They hang out in the graveyard, and the graveyard butts up to some train tracks, which they have a small, like, 20 feet, 30 feet of forest line right there to the
Right,
train
and those
tracks.
go right next to Dan Ryan Woods.
Bingo.
Yeah.
Yep.
Train tracks are highways
Woo!
for people
I think
and
so.
animals.
We talked about how the coyotes take care of the rat problem. Would you like to tell them about Super Mouse last night?
Super stone mouse.
Oh, that mouse was amazing. That was like Super Mouse. That mouse did not give a shit. I don't know if it was it a mouse?
It's either a mouse or a shrew. We couldn't really tell.
Yeah,
We're sitting
it did not
outside.
care.
Zan is working on our virtual reality for the garage, so their head is totally covered. I come into the garage and sit down, talking to them. Well, down by their feet, I see movement. There is literally a mouse going between their feet and the couch. Zan is moving their feet. Mouse does not care.
He knows where the chippies are.
I'll be back. I'll be back. I'm gonna look for
Thank
the
you.
microphone thingy.
So she's sitting there, not moving her feet. The mouse is the mouse is really not moving. And then finally Zan kind of moves and it goes under the couch. I'm like, wow, that mouse does not care. It's like 5 minutes later. Our mouse, Miko, comes out to the garage. He goes, oh, our little friend. The mouse has run from under the couch and is standing on the microphone stand. Mouse goes over to it and stomps its foot next to it. Mouse doesn't fucking move. This little field mouse, or shrew, whatever it is, does not care. Is still standing on the mic stand. So me goes, well, picks up the mic stand. Mouse does not care. We walked it outside, and I was like, cool. Totally okay with us.
I'm convinced he just went big.
It might have been, there's a slight chance that mouse was a little hotboxed in the garage.
Slight.
There's a really good chance that mouse was hotboxed in the garage.
He was
Houseboxed.
Sorry.
Hey,
That's
look,
the new code.
let's pour drinks. I'm king.
Glug, glug, glug. Being a gin drink, these are smoother than they should be.
I am shocked being a gin drink. Everyone out there who is drinking alcohol, let us know what your cocktails are. Cheers, everyone. I really like that drink. That's a really good one. Yeah, we get a lot of our random rodents that live in our garage hotboxed. It's pretty common, to be honest with you.
You kind of have that problem.
Yeah, well, you know, we're in a sealed room with no windows. Shut up.
Jokes!
Whee! was over my head. Oh my God! Ooh, we got Chardonnay.
Ooh, fancy.
That's not bad. I've been putting that into risotto.
It's a good cooking wine, yeah.
Yeah, I've been using a lot of Chardonnay for cooking. Powerline Ethernet adapter setup, so you folks can. We are directly wired to our modem, Gray Fox, and we actually buried a cord about a year ago to make that happen.
Could you try again?
Siri can't understand you.
Well, screw you.
Because my fat wrists hit the button on a regular basis.
Whoa, wait.
Pizza.
Maggie,
More pizza?
you can't just have pizza. We're having lamb for dinner.
Are we still gonna?
On a pizza?
Are we still having trouble with the video, everyone? Let us know.
Yeah. Just let us know.
No.
Have you all seen the Techno Viking video that's been around for years?
yeah.
That's how when you summon the Techno Mouse, he needs to leave the house.
How?
Like Techno Viking from the street fair in Berlin like 20 years
Techno
ago.
Viking.
We'll show you the video later.
Yeah,
Techno
you'll
Viking
totally
is
have to-
fantastic.
Okay, so the video, it looks like the video. Everyone, audio and video, let us know how it's doing, but if it's fixed, that's wonderful.
I don't know.
Good job. The
Video
threat
seems
of
fine.
Techno Mouse fixed the problem.
I did it. I worked so hard.
You squeaked so hard at it.
Okay. Anyway.
Thank you.
Anyway.
And thank you, everyone, for your patience. We know it's been a little while. We're a little rusty. And
Indeed.
they say they love the robe.
Yes, everyone loves my room.
They love
It is
the
a nice
robe.
so
robe.
much.
It looks like it was just a computer thing, actually.
Okay.
It doesn't
Okay.
look like the internet.
Thank
Weird.
you.
Okay. Thank you.
If I hold that graphics card.
Yeah,
Oh,
we hear you.
right. You're right. Shoot. Okay.
Yeah,
That
I
is a
forgot that was a problem.
Okay. I forgot too.
What was it?
Our graphics card, our brand new graphics card, is having some problems. We've run into 2 or 3 already, so we're pretty sure we got a lemon of a
More
graphics
pizza
card.
talk, I'm just
we
saying.
can't just talk about pizza the whole
Talk
time.
about pizza. We're from Chicago. We can absolutely talk about pizza the whole time.
I could talk about whatever I want to talk about.
In fact, we can talk about how Alcala hates tomatoes and hates them on. Well, I mean,
But he'll put a pound of ketchup on each bite of hamburger.
we had actually a good compromise last night.
Yeah, we did. We did. It was ridiculous.
The
So
I hate that pizza is like we had one I hate that pizza for each of us.
we realized
That's
that
called mutually assured destruction.
It is,
That's
it
all
is.
that is. That's the 80s.
Nico and Caboose liked both pizzas. Zan hated one and I hated one. So it worked out perfectly.
I gotta find the windsock for a thing. I don't know where
Can
it
you
went.
just use a regular sock?
It's on my computer desk. Last time we saw it, did we move it?
I haven't seen it there in forever.
Okay.
Have you seen it?
Not since I
Okay.
Do
cleaned
you have
it.
an extra glove?
What?
You two keep
Put a glove
talking.
on?
I think I know where it is.
Just put a glove over the top of it. It'll look like a rooster.
I think I know where it is.
Okay.
You two keep going.
We probably use it for City Skyline, so
Exactly.
well, anyway, how you doing, John? We're gonna hold the fort. Woo!
Woo!
You were talking about
Golden
pizza.
Fort.
Now, what's something on pizza that you like that nobody else likes usually?
I don't know.
See, I could never have anchovies because they got the faces and
Yeah.
it's super weird.
I mean, I'll try anything once, but like Di will only get sausage or cheese.
Okay.
So I'm pretty limited in my choices on a normal basis.
Will you do tomato slices or no?
I will, but it's not my favorite.
Yeah.
Because I hate it when the tomato's too ripe and it's like just like disintegrates.
Yeah, they got the big Lou for Lou Malnati's over here.
Yeah.
It's like tomato, spinach, and something else. Help me out, anyone. Tomato, spinach. Maybe that's it. Anyway, it's really good.
Probably like onions or something.
Yeah, something like that.
I love some like onion and green pepper with the sausage pizza. That's pretty good.
I'm not. Yeah. Anyway, pizzas. Pizza. Where did? Oh, Alcali went to get a condom
Windsock.
for the
the microphone condom.
microphone. Now, as I was saying, I used to get shake weights because I got 2 shake weights so I can do it at the same time. Because you can't just work out one arm. Come on. And
You gotta be ambidextrous.
there was like the lady shake weight and there's like the pro shake weight. It was like a
Right.
big shake weight. I probably still got them downstairs. I could go get them maybe.
You probably do. I remember, and this is 2 years ago. I remember seeing them down there when we were cleaning it out for
Yeah.
D&D.
I love stupid. I have a soft
The
spot
gimmickies, they're fun.
for exercise gimmicks. I don't know
Right.
why. Like You know why? Because my brother used to work at Sport Mart. For anyone who knows what that is,
So we bring in all the crazy stuff.
is that a Chicago thing?
No, I think it was a national brand.
Yeah. So he was around when they had the crossbow that you jam into your stomach.
Oh yeah.
Any luck?
No, but I did find one of these.
Okay.
Do you remember?
What's that?
It's a microphone condom. I used to make.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Just get a glove. No glove, no love.
Hold on. Can I just put a glove on this and that? No.
I think it might work.
I don't. I think that might muffle the.
We won't know till we try.
Oh dear.
But were you a Thigh Master person? You and Susan,
I never tried
Susan Summers?
I never did the Thigh Master. But no, the crossbow, you would jam into your stomach, and the thing is you go like this, and it'll whack you in the head. Because, like, people would try it. Or, like, try the crossbow, and they'd be like, okay.
The thing is they all work.
It was a really hard piece of plastic that you just bop yourself in the head.
All right, everyone. It's going to get loud for a second.
Why are we yelling?
Oh.
Condoms.
You're using a regular sock. I told you, just use a regular sock.
Oh, dear.
No one listens. No one listens to me.
Let us know how the sound is, everyone.
Well, this is going to get interesting.
Yes, Gray Foxon, I brought a microphone condom.
These are evil villain gloves that also keep me warm because it's really cold out here.
What are you
Get closer
talking
to the fire.
about?
This
I have
fire's
some-
actually quite hot.
I have some purple ones, but they would contrast. There would be no contrast.
There would be no contrast.
Get it?
It's very important. See how your hat is
I'm a
different
married
than your
man,
shirt?
I know.
Now they hear feet. Are y'all tap dancing? What are you?
Yes,
Because-
I am a proficient tap dancer.
I know one proficient tap dancer, and they are not straight. So
Wait a minute. John, you're a proficient tap dancer. I want to know, what exactly do you use this proficiency in tap dancing for? Is it construction or
No, just circle
destruction?
the truth.
hold on. Dancer class. There's bards. You gotta have dancers. How do you not have dancers in your front line distracting everyone?
It's just a big can.
Yeah, are you kidding me? With powers, like there's hypnotism there and stuff. 'Cause,
I'd
like
say-
they're all synced and stuff.
Does Gray Fox call me fat?
No. No.
Joking.
No. No.
Yeah, so no, if synchronized movements, animals will think they're all the same thing.
It's true.
This is a true thing. So like humans
There's been
got
a study.
together and would do things at the same time. They think it's a big thing.
Yeah, it's like what was the New Zealand thing they call it? The Shaka?
Haka.
Haka, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what that is.
That's so cool. That is so cool. Ah! Face full of smoke. Ow. Everything burns.
Face full of smoke.
That's how that mouse felt last night.
Yeah, but they liked it, obviously. They didn't want to leave.
That mouse was like hot. Yeah. That
Do you
man-
remember at Nero I wanted to make a dancing gas globe and they wouldn't let me do it?
Oh, yeah, you wanted...
I wanted a gas globe that just made you dance for 5 minutes.
But they all knew that you would hit them with it and then they'd have to dance, so they weren't into it.
That was plot cheese all the way.
Yeah, oh yeah, it was absolutely how quickly can we tire out the NPCs? I command you to dance. Ha ha! Dance, fool.
Let me do dance. That was one of my favorite Space Channel 5. The whole plot is like people are being forced to dance by aliens.
Awesome.
Ulala has to save everyone by making them dance with her
So it's
because that's how power works.
Bizarro Footloose?
Yeah, you get it.
Bizarro Footloose. It's here to stay.
Oh, I want another Space Channel 5. Do you know that one?
I know of that one. I never watched more than I think you showed me one or two, which were funny as hell.
It's the best.
Yeah,
Because then
it's
you have to
very weird.
save Space Michael Jackson. And it was weird.
Was
then,
it really Michael Jackson?
Yes. Played by Michael Jackson. Yes.
Hey, at some point in their
The 80s
lives,
were
they
weird.
And
needed
this
money.
is late stage Michael Jackson, and it's weird and it's wonderful and it's so great. I think it's Space Channel 5 2. You're like, oh, we ran into Space Michael, and he's there air humping. He's like, get out of here, ooh la la! This is a trap.
Yep, you showed me some of
No,
it. I remember
he said,
being
this
weird.
is a trap. I was like, sure the fuck looks like it. So,
Yeah, there was Quack Quack. It was somewhere in like Germany. People are
Bring
Spain,
back-
They just started dancing and they all died of exhaustion.
Not only that, they used that among other things that was like public hallucinations, like multiple people having the same. They used that as the basis for the anime that I was blown away by that you showed me with Little Slugger.
Oh, the Dancing Madness. You're talking about...
What was Little Slugger though?
Yeah, I know. Help us out. What anime has Lil Slugger in it that everyone's laughing, looking at the camera in the intro? Because it's like one of the greatest.
Remember
Oh my God! What
an old Flash
ever.
game where you're
is that
playing
it?
like
Paranoia
Street
Agent?
Ball.
Yep.
Paranoia Agent, unbelievable anime. It literally about people having a possible mass hallucination, and you really just have to watch the whole show to understand it. And it's wild. It's a trip.
It's a wonderful anime.
I was kind of blown away
Yeah.
by that one,
They also did-
especially the cop.
They also did Paprika, and I have Perfect Blue, which we have not
We
seen.
need to watch Perfect Blue.
I would
That
totally
one-
want to see that.
Oh my God, that looks
What was
like one
the
of
first anime you guys watched?
Oh, that's a good question.
those. I know,
I don't know the name of mine, but I can describe it to you.
Technically Voltron.
like the
Yeah,
original.
okay, you're right.
Probably.
That's
like,
technically-
like anime that like I knew was anime that I went out to see was when it really caught fire in the 90s, which was on Sci-Fi Channel, I'd say. I don't know. Probably Akira. Akira was one of the
I
first
watched Akira
ones.
when I got older,
Akira. So yeah, when I was older, I watched it.
but it wasn't my first anime.
What was your first anime?
So I'm gonna say there's two. All right, the first one I remember by choice was I went away to camp to work at Owasapi in '97, and we all played the Bubblegum Crisis tabletop game.
Oh,
So then I
my
came back, and I'm like, I gotta watch the Bubblegum Crisis, and I watched the Bubblegum Crisis, and it was fantastic.
I remember the
Except for the
Bubblegum
end,
Crisis.
like all animes, the end is never equals the build-up. I think
It's always hard. It's hard.
you know. But if it wasn't for that, then it was. I remember as a kid watching this anime, and it took place in like a fantasy world, and all I remember about it is there was a fairy made out of sugar, and she landed in water and like dissolved, but then it was crazy. And like it was a real colorful one. I don't remember anything else besides a fairy made out of sugar falling in a lake and dissolving, but then the waves pushed all the sugar back on shore and she came back to life.
If anyone knows what
So
the hell
you
he's
wizards
talking
can do
about,
it.
Sugar Mama.
Sugar Mama got it. Sugar Mama.
I don't think
Sugar Mama.
that's it. I have no idea what it was. This is probably early 90s kids show thing, and that's what happened.
Yes, we
She
are
wasn't
in
the main
Chicago.
character.
Interesting.
My first one was late at night, parents not home,
Oh, dear.
and one of my friends told me, it's like, hey, if you're up late at night,
Hentai, isn't it?
that's what they were hinting at. If you're up late at night and you watch this channel, they do animes, and sometimes there's boobs. I'm like, oh, a boobs.
A boob.
I need to watch the booba. So I tuned in one night, and guess what anime was playing?
What?
Flight of the Fireflies.
Oh my! What?
Yep, that was my very first anime. That is a Miyazaki, one of the greatest anime. What is he? He's not the.
Director?
Is he the director in the whatever it is? Fucking gorgeous. Also about Hiroshima.
Yeah.
Horrific. I mean, like as a child, I am sitting like, oh boobs. I'm like, oh man, people are dying.
I think that was about the fire bombings, but similarly
it's-
horrifying.
All I remember
Like,
is
have you
that.
read about the Dresden firebombing? That's crazy.
Yeah, stuff like that. Oh my god.
Yeah, and it was just, it was that or Barefoot Gen was another Hiroshima.
Black
one.
Widow knew the real name. Grave of the Fireflies. Thank you. Thank
So
you.
they're saying Little Nemo. That's not Little Nemo Goes to Dreamland, that movie I showed you years ago. But the little boy who sleeps and he goes to Dreamland and he like meets.
That's an anime as well.
right.
Or they
Is
might
it?
have
That's
turned
a
it
good
into
one.
it.
That is a good one. Yeah.
If that's Little Nemo Goes to Dreamland,
I bet it is.
because that was cool. Like he met like the King of Sleep and like the train and all that. The nightmares were the villains.
I was so disappointed when I actually saw Dragon Ball Z. I only saw the cool drawings. I really liked the style and stuff. When I saw the actual show, I'm like, they don't show the kicks and punches. There's no fight choreography. Everything's about how powerful one is over the other. This is bullshit.
Yep.
I got really, really pissed off. I got into it before I saw the thing.
That's funny.
You ever done that before?
Oh, absolutely.
Like, this is gonna be great. I love it already, and I haven't even seen it.
Yep. And then it's just not what you're looking
Yep.
for.
Oh, it's just the worst. But that would happen a lot because, like, Bubblegum Crisis, during that 90s emergence of anime, you would read about reviews of all these great anime, because people were sharing them on tapes or buying them at like Suncoast Video or what the heck it is.
Coconuts, remember coconuts?
Coconuts,
Yeah.
the
So,
$5 chip.
So either that, or you got it from your friend on a VHS tape, and VHS tapes.
Right, you trade them back and forth, or yeah.
That
I
was
love-
you
I
with
love
the
Bubba
coconut
Chris.
shit. And
Me and Prohaska,
yeah.
we had a $10 coconuts coin that for like our parents always make each other buy each other something on our birthday. So we bought a coconuts coin and then stopped buying each other's gifts and just traded it back and forth while pocketing the money we were given to buy each other's gifts. It was fantastic.
Holy shit!
It was a perfect. Is that not a George Costanza theme?
That is 100% a
If you ever
Costanza
heard
theme.
one, it was
Sounds
great.
like it. But Ninja Scroll is actually one of the first I really liked, and it's very violent and very sexual. But it's actually a good
And
movie.
he used to get with the wires on the sword.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, Dan
Yep.
B showed me that years ago.
I remember Dan.
I actually like that they had a gay character that wasn't like just fucking, the 90s.
That wasn't the 90s. That's,
You know the 90s.
you remember the 90s.
Like, oh, good. They showed. They didn't kill him right away, and
You got
actually gave him a
joined the
character.
41% just followed.
Oh, thank you so
thank you so
much.
much.
And you hide.
You hideous
Hideous
freak.
freak.
We caught that one, but we did not catch join the 41%. Thank you, join the 41%.
And
Are
yeah,
you telling us to jump into the fire?
you probably.
Wait, what?
Join the 4%. Just said jump in the fire. You discussing? I don't know what tyranny is.
Journey freak. Patron. There must be a Patron. So they're telling us to drink more tequila, which we don't have here.
Yeah, I can get rid of him.
That's probably not. I'm just asking.
I'll be back.
Oh,
You take over.
I have a phone.
Oh, is it a troll?
We don't know. Oh. So, thank you so much for joining us, everyone. This is the Dragget Show. If you've not been here before, we are goofballs doing goofy things.
Oh, we have Patreon questions. You should do those. I sent them to your phone.
Did you send them to my phone? I
To your
have
phone.
I have my phone on me. Also, I found another microphone condom.
That's where it was.
Yes. Where did you send them, Zan?
To your phone.
Telegram?
They're not just on your phone.
Telegram.
Got it.
Computer.
People can join our Patreon and send us questions for the streams. Our first question goes out to Regda. Thank you so much, Regda. Regda asks, what's the most outlandish Patreon reward tier that you wish you could provide to your Patreons? Go nuts. Well, this one I would actually need your help for because you've done it with me before. You did this with me for an entire year. The biggest Patreon level that I would love to do is run a LARP for an entire week. That's a Patreon tier. Everyone at that tier gets to show up and role play for the weekend.
Well, so they wouldn't be running it for you. They'd be playing.
No, you'd be running it with me, and they'd be playing.
How'd I get roped into this?
Oh, because you were sitting next to me.
What am I being paid, sir?
In tequila?
Is it tequila and meat? Real meat, not your meat?
Of course it'd be real meat. What? That's always been something we want to do. It's actually the basis for the origins of Dragget Con was originally supposed to be just a way for us to
Yeah, no, it is a troll.
yeah. It was originally supposed to be a way for us to do a LARP with all y'all at a campsite. We were really hoping that would have happened, but we're gonna figure it out.
Anyway,
Steak.
steak is good.
Steak is good.
Ow.
Did you just get burned? Burn! Burn! David Byrne.
This fire went from not so hot to very hot.
This fire is very hot. My legs are toasty, my chest is cold, and my face is fat.
And I'm sassy.
And you are sassy.
We're having lamb tonight, Maggie.
Yeah.
I am very excited about the lamb. We have many lamb chops
Oh, is
just
that
waiting.
old chat?
Yeah, I got it.
Sorry.
Yeah, they're taking care of it.
Okay, I got it.
So John, so since my answer was we'd run the LARP,
I have a very easy answer for this.
okay, so who would your villain be?
Oh, for running the LARP?
You're John the
Oh,
Human.
fuck. Honestly, I'd say we have to... Because none of them ever played it, I'd say we have to bring back the guy we did when we were staff at Nero.
The guy we did when we were...
We have to. Not the Slivers.
Not the Slivers.
The true villain we did it the whole time at Nero.
Are you talking about
I don't remember his name.
Dag?
No. Dag
Are you
was just
talking
a
about
one-off
Doris?
Doris.
Doris.
We'd have to do Doris.
We had a overarching villain.
Don't tell them!
Over a year.
Don't tell
We had
them!
an overarching villain for over a year that
And it was
did
glorious. And when we do this, you can learn about it. But we got to keep our cards close.
We gotta keep our cards close.
No, I mean, long story short, you're all going to die.
Oh my god.
Wrong.
Hey Zanny, can you turn QQH into a mod?
Yeah, I can do that.
Hey QQH, let us know if you're okay with you do know how?
I don't.
Okay, QQH, we're gonna see if we can turn you into mod if you wouldn't mind.
It does not pay, but the benefits are great.
No, the benefits are absolutely outstanding.
Fantastic benefits package.
You get so many more buttons on your
Right?
computer. I love
You
my
do
friends.
do it for 20 years, you get a 20-cent pension from Dan here. Alkali here.
It's okay. I've actually, for a lot of our friends, I'll do mod work. They're like, hey, if you sign on, would you be a mod? I'm like, absolutely. When I don't know what that means. Like one time a guy was doing stuff. I'm like, oh, that's bad. I should probably stop that. So I had to go get mouse. Like, hey, what do I do? He's like, there's buttons. I'm like, I didn't see those.
I mean, there's a solid chance you can just right-click and something will happen.
Yeah, no, that's what I was thinking. It didn't. And then somebody else right-clicked and it did. Leading to believe I don't know what I'm doing. As usual, I don't know what I'm doing.
Voo, something to you, too. I don't know what that means.
Hello, Sue dear.
Sue dear.
All right. I'm working on it.
I understand, babe. It's fine. If you figure it out, could you please mod QQH and Sue dear?
Yep.
Sue dear, we're going to make you a mod in the chat if you don't mind, because I think you actually also know what buttons to click, because I don't. What have you done? What have you created? You created the Extendapoke? You can't just create an Extendapoke.
What I did.
How did I not? Man, I would suck
the
at birthday
alcohol
cake.
fuel.
Oh, it's the alcohol. That'd be amazing. The next time somebody gives me a birthday cake, happy birthday to.
I would learn how to spit fire just for that.
See, I absolutely remember Vegas, the what's it called drink, the Dragon's Breath.
Oh, yeah, that was cool. The Chandelier
Absolutely, they brought out. We went to a Chandelier bar, and on the third
Bar.
floor
What was
of
it,
the
Contemporary? Cosmopolitan.
I called it the Contemporary. It was called the Cosmopolitan. Well, we went to this bar. We get up to the third floor of this bar where they have nothing but specialty cocktails. Like, the entire bar has the radius of, like, our circle of chairs.
And we were young and stupid, and we're not expecting to pay, like, $25 per drink.
I mean, it was worth it for a
It
one-time
was.
thing.
I'm just saying
but,
we weren't
yeah, we were not
expecting it.
ready for that bill. But, so we're sitting there and start grabbing these drinks, these specialty cocktails, and one of them is called the Dragon's Breath. We have to have a Dragon's Breath.
Zanny got it.
Yeah, Zanny got the Dragon's Breath, though. They bring out this deep red cocktail. It looks like pomegranate juice. Like, it looks like it is going to be a strong, sour, sweet, whatever. And next to it, a large shot glass of raspberries. The raspberries were frozen in liquid nitrogen. So it was a cup of frozen raspberries and this drink, and what you were supposed to do was take a sip of the drink, take the raspberries, shoot them, and as they hit your mouth, it wouldn't, the ice wasn't so bad that it would like stick to your tongue and hurt you, but it was enough that out of your nose, your mouth, just pure fog. And I don't mean a little bit, it looked like they were literally breathing fire. It was called the Dragon's Breath. Fucking delicious. Now, there was no liquid nitro in the drink. It was just liquid nitrogen that they used to freeze the
flash
raspberries.
frozen things, yeah.
Yeah, it was really good. It was a really good drink.
Give me a second.
Yeah, take your time. You
I
got
had
it.
the drink. It was a drink with like apple whiskey, but it came out with like half a pine tree in the cup, and it was pretty cool.
Wait, oh, that's right. You did get the pine tree.
It was a fucking pine tree.
Oh yeah, they
It
had
wasn't like a sprig. It was like, no, here's a tree.
No, they
Merry
literally
Christmas. Go decorate.
They literally went out back and cut a sprig off a pine tree. It was like 3 different branches.
It was
Like,
crazy.
okay. But that being said, it really like the body
It
of that.
added a lot to it.
Oh, absolutely. I actually think they kind of singed it a little bit, right? Like you're doing to
I
your.
don't remember. I drank it and then forgot.
That sounds like us.
Remember when we did Vegas? This was 11 years ago now, because it's 2010 we went to Vegas. And that's when we got our margarita glasses at the Medieval Times there.
It wasn't Medieval Times. It was
Right. It was Medieval Times at Excalibur, where it was dinner and a show like Medieval Times.
Yes.
But man, you bought this refillable glass for like $30, and you basically got to pay $2 for endless margaritas. It was a good bad night.
It was amazing. Buddy Goodboy, thank you so much for giving up sub-tier to Coda Masters. And we think, okay, thank you. Yes, they are. Sudhir, if you wouldn't mind posting something in the chat, we're going to make you a mod as well. Oh my God! Oh, what? That was a good time. See, I remember the dinner and a tournament thing because, as they tell us, because we ask, because we're very, we love talking to people just constantly. Yes, we do.
No, we.
So we're sitting.
Silly goose.
So we're sitting in this dinner and a tournament thing. We're like, so is this Medieval Times? Like, well, this was Medieval Times. We brought them in, and then we're like, you guys suck. So we kicked them out, but already had everything built, so we built our own. And they're like doing spells with firecrackers and guidelines. They've got flying people, but most importantly, they had an audience full of drunk shitheads, which meant that when they were fighting and the sparks went ever, it was such a lively crowd.
A choreographed chant where you had a drink with them.
I mean, that's always a good thing.
Yeah, no, it was great.
It's encouraging.
It was a blast.
You know, that's the power of bards. They can make you drink. They can make you do things. That's what advertising's all about.
That was so fun. That was so fun. Thank you, Quack Quack Kong. Thank you, Sudhir. And Zan, thank you so much. It really sucks in the middle of the show when one of us has to leave. Thank you. Sorry.
Yeah. Oh, no problem. Nothing I'm not used to, but, you know, it's annoying for everyone else. We don't want that shit. What did you just make?
Art.
A Blair Witch? I'm a Blair Witch now.
You're a Blair Witch? I'm a Blair Witch
I made a
now.
thing. It's like the Blair Witch had really bad craftsmanship. Can we imagine? Like they're like, I did it. It's like, yeah, that's pretty much me too. I feel you, Blair Witch. You're like, hey, this is about all I can do. I'm here to scare you. Does the job.
Cyan.
Don't forget the piles of rocks.
Oh, thank you, B.
Cyan Wolf just gifted a tier 1 sub to Frozen Wolf. Thank you so much.
The wolves are uniting.
Bring the
Mayhaps
big
are forming a
cup.
pack.
Oh, and somebody use. Okay,
Oh, I gotta do
Edpool.
that now. God damn it.
Well, no, that's
Did I
3 months
cover up
ago.
our other stuff?
That's 3 months ago.
Oh, that's what happened. Thank you.
I did.
I can't actually see the timing on that.
I got it.
Again, everyone, we're so sorry. We are having a few technical difficulties. It's been a little bit for us. It's been a little bit. And anyone out there who's still part of this chat, guys, remember this is a furry podcast, and furry's about a lot of things. One of them being love, and definitely not hate. So if you want to stick around and be with a really good group of people, please stick around. And if you don't, just don't. That's all.
I'll be right back.
Absolutely.
Dragger!
Demon Butt, hello. When Zan comes back out, I'll have them quick make you a mod. Thank you, Demon.
I don't know if Dragger needs more power.
Dragger needs all of. He's a demon. They run hells.
Right, but then they get banished and they're useless.
Yeah, but then they're banished to the hells that they run.
We're on the prime material plane, not in hell.
But the
powers
chat
diminished.
is in hell. Look at that poor chat. They're in hell.
But so the chat, it's like a window to the other realms.
Yeah, basically, right, exactly.
Ow.
That's what you get for making art.
Fuck! I think Dragger just smote me.
That's right. See? How's your material realm now?
Materially.
Okay, we have enough new people in the chat. Zan's going to be gone for a second. It's time to talk about the material realm. Excuse me, John, a.k.a. Tarbin, a.k.a. Beardo the Magnificent, a.k.a. And I can't remember the guy's name. What character had the sword? Who was
What
that?
sword?
Was that Javelin?
What are you talking about?
The old haste sword.
Oh no, the armor had haste.
The armor had haste. Okay.
This was Javelin, and
That was
we were
Javelin.
playing basically 3.5.
All right.
No, this may have been second edition, but it was a plus 5 long sword that also had 2 times a fireball on it.
There was fireball. There was a fireball sword. Okay.
That's the one where my character lasted like literally for 5 years on our campaigns.
Could not
and
kill him.
you killed me because I didn't wear gloves before I touched the poison gold.
Dragger just signed on. Yeah, that's right. That is right.
You killed me with a poison gold coin because I failed to save.
I mean, okay, in my defense, you guys were in very high levels. Sometimes saves are just nasty.
No.
You did
Fuck
fail
off.
it. It was a bad save.
Fuck
it was a bad
off.
save. That being said, you got your revenge prior to that because I had an overarching villain standing on top of a tower casting a spell.
Oh, the create water. Most powerful spell in the world.
Most powerful spell in the world, create water. You want to tell them why?
So we're standing up there. We finally get up there. We're relatively low level. And basically the big baddie gets there and he's a big fire alarm going, big baddie speech, you know, that kind of thing.
Summoning creature, so literally standing up out of range of everything, summoning a creature every 3 rounds. It could have been an
Right,
infinite
but we were
fight.
on a tower in a fixed spot. And he was holding the orb we were supposed to get.
Yes.
And the tower was like magical, so you just couldn't bust down walls, which, to be fair, is my go-to. We're sitting there. I'm like, I was like, so Alkali, it's a fire elemental, right? You're like, yeah. I'm like, so he doesn't like water, right? Oh, it wasn't a low-level campaign. We were at least level 10.
Oh yeah, you were pretty high.
So, and he's like, yeah, no, they don't like water. I'm like, okay. I cast a 0-level cantrip on him. Okay. And he's like, what spell? I'm like, create water. He's like, yeah, some water falls on his head. He doesn't like it. I'm like, well, actually, it's like 10 by 10 cube gallons of water, blah, blah, blah. And Dan just looks at me, goes, oh. He disappears and the orb falls off the side.
Now, if I remember correctly, before you did that, you had me describe the tower because you made sure there were no ledges.
Wrong. I was a druid and I had to shape change into a falcon to catch the orb.
You're right. No. I'm talking about so that you knew it would knock things off.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
You made sure, and that actually gave the bonus point that was needed. They were clever enough to make sure the tower had no lips on it before performing this action. That way, I couldn't just go, yeah, he punches, gets like, no. You said,
bitch.
Yeah.
All right, Dragger's a mod now, and I'm cold.
Thank you so much, Dragger. We got the fire building. And hold on.
Oh, what?
Now
Of warmth.
you're a witch.
I'm a witch again.
You're a witch again.
I don't just become not a witch when I'm not holding my magic stick.
Really?
Yeah. I mean,
I
Yeah.
think you need the magic stick to be a witch.
no, a witch is still a witch without their broom. Come on.
I mean,
Broom's just for fun. I mean, we don't need that to fly.
do you know what a witch
It's a nice accessory, you know?
No, you need the broom to fly. I just got done watching Harry Potter.
What? Harry Potter's not a fucking authority figure. She's
Harry Potter. This is the best argument
This
ever.
is like turf fiction is not an authority on
Do you know what a witch uses to podcast?
what?
A broom mic.
That makes sense.
What's-
Broom mic.
Broom mic.
I tell my really bad dad jokes.
Yes.
Well,
You guys hear about Han Solo's new cookie company?
No.
Yeah, they're a little chewy.
God.
Okay.
What kind of cars do Jedi drive?
What kind of cars do Jedi drive?
Toyotas.
Oh my God. Going in the fire.
My art!
Yeah, that's right.
I bled for that.
They're about as well formed as those jokes. Yeah, about as much work too. Kidding.
God, I had others.
Oh. What are mom jokes? Where's
My
those?
son
You know
is
what?
gay.
You know what mom jokes are?
Those
You're
are-
grounded.
Oh, that's true. My son is gay.
My son is gay. This is a joke.
What is it? It's a mom joke.
This is a mom joke.
This can't go. This
What
can't
is
go anywhere
turf? I'm not familiar
positive.
with that term.
What?
TERF lore is not.
Turf.
I don't know turf floor either.
Turf is a trans exclusionary radical feminist.
Oh,
You
okay.
ever heard that one before?
No.
Got to get around, John. I'll teach you. I'll teach you
guess.
afterwards.
You know, this COVID quarantine really ruined me. I'm not hip with the lingo.
You're not
anymore.
totally not hip with the lingo. Oh no.
Come on, you haven't heard that the gays aren't cool with JK?
Oh, I do know.
Wait, with
Okay.
kidding?
I do know that. I heard she.
JK Rowling.
Yeah.
Oh.
I really love the world she built for Harry Potter, but like,
Oh yeah.
as a person, she's scum.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think Sue's on it. Mom jokes are just disappointed.
That usually involve a mirror.
I like Deadhead Otaku, mom jokes for the kids.
That's good. That is good.
It's true.
All right.
Oh my God.
So, what begins with E and ends in E, but only contains one letter?
What's that? Ecstasy?
No.
Oh. Begins with E, ends with E, and only has one letter? E!
Wrong.
What?
An envelope.
I hate you so much. That's really good.
You love it.
Zan,
Yes.
you weren't here for the question.
Yes.
We answered what we wanted to do with Patreon tier, which was start a LARP, and everyone at that tier gets to join us in roleplay for a weekend. What would you be the most outlandish Patreon reward tier you could provide to your Patreons? Go nuts. This is not something that could ever happen. It's just like in a perfect world, this would be your dream, no matter how hard it would be to do.
Damn.
Right? Right? That is because, man, when we first, I cannot describe to all of you the outlandish nonsense
peanuts,
we
too.
came up with when we first came up with the Patreon, which led to Dragget Con. We were like, yeah, we're going to rent out a whole hotel and just have a party for a week and just go fucking crazy. He's like, why don't we just bring it down to a convention because you might actually be able to do them? I'm like, yeah!
We could party for a week.
You don't understand how bad I am at going overboard.
Thank you for clipping that, Safari.
What is
My
it?
art!
My art! That was so good. That was so great.
So my Patreon tier would be
Oh, birthday hat.
if you pay a certain amount, I will fly to your place, dressed up as a singing telegram girl, and do the singing telegram dance for you from Clue.
I
sponsor that.
am your singing telegram. Do they have to shoot you?
If they have a prop gun,
they
they
have
are
a-
allowed to shoot me. I'm allowed to say, is that a prop gun? During my bit, though, and start over. Just to make sure, you want to be safe. What?
What if instead of a prop gun, it's just a really elaborate Nerf gun?
Those are nice.
That's more, then I won't stop the song. It's like, yes, that is and I will fall over for you if you say bang.
I will fall over if you say bang.
You gotta be,
I want this tier.
I mean, sign up, baby.
Create the tier.
We'll make it $69.69. Is that a good price? Because you'll pay that, right?
Here's the thing.
$6,000, $900.
The one thing that we could really pride ourselves on, especially in early furry, when we were really going to convention, 20 a year. Remember that time? The before times.
Yes.
There was one thing we could always say is that when we showed up to a convention, we showed up with a full bar. We were bringing, at one point, it was OhioCon. You know that cooler that you and I bought for Nero? I can't reach the two ends of it?
You went and bought a collapsible bar for the conventions.
Shut up. You don't need to know about that.
I helped you put it together.
Crap.
Why do you think towns love it when FurCons come in? They're like,
Oh, yeah.
shit, they're going to buy all the booze and all the drugs
As somebody who's
that are
behind...
legal and not. But anyway.
As somebody who's behind the scenes, anyone who runs a FurCon, that's always how you can tell if the FurCon's serious. And they're like, oh, have you gone to your local commerce department? If they go, what? I'm like, you're doing it wrong. Because First Squared went to their local commerce department. They were like, oh, do you need stuff bags? Oh, you know what stuff bags are? She looks at me like, bitch, please. She has boxes of Visit Brookfield plastic bags. I'm like, oh, thank you. She's like, would you like some coupon books? Well, we're going to have 1,200 people. She's like, well, we have 1,200 boxes, each with 1,000 coupon books. Would you like 2, you cheap shit? I'm like, oh my God.
To be fair, though, that's much more effective in a small town. You're not going to get the same kind of welcome from a commerce department in the city of Chicago.
Agree. Well, but you're also not
Brookfield,
gonna...
where they're at, they're business, money, yes.
The commerce
please.
department is one person, pretty much, in a small town.
In my defense, if you're starting a convention, there's a very good chance you're not already, even MFF, even Anthrocon, you didn't start in the big cities, you start in the suburbs. One day, I would not be surprised if the First Squared has to move to Milwaukee one day. That is going to be terrifying, but it could happen. There's a lot of reasons. I could get into them, but they're all very, that's just talking business, and that's not fun.
We can put on our fancy hats.
The fanciest of
Talk
hats?
business.
Every cult needs a fancy hat.
Oh,
It's true.
I agree. We do need the fanciest hats.
It actually legitimizes your cult into a religion. No. I don't know if that's true, actually. No. Cults have matching robes, and you just need a fancy hat. They're good. That obviously that looks pretty expensive.
This looks legitimate.
This wasn't just someone threw on. I'm gonna join the fuck party, and that's kind of a
I'm gonna
cult.
join the fuck party.
That's what. That's what you think when you join a cult, you know? And like, I want to enjoy my life and enjoy the fuck party.
Can we just have a beanie? Can we just have a business beanie? Like spin around. Zzz, I saved $40 on auto insurance.
No, I want the Moroccan mole hats.
I do love the fez. I love fezzes.
Oh, yeah.
Or like, who is the guy? The Sally from Indiana Jones? He wore one of those in the first one.
Yeah.
I know who you're talking about. I don't remember his
That's a
name.
Morocco mole hat as well, I
Yep.
believe, yeah. I do like the executive beanie. I think he could pull it off.
The
not
executive
gonna lie.
beanie.
The executive beanie. With
God.
a little propeller. And it's got like a bow tie on it. On the hat.
I like this.
A bow tie on the hat.
God damn it, Sue.
It's black and white, alternate, like to keep it classy.
Oh yeah, you got to keep it
You know how
classy.
beanies are like black? They have like alternating colors around it.
Yes.
It's just black and gray and white. It's very classy beanie.
What if, though, instead of the propeller beanie, it just had a tot hat that slowly rotated?
Ooh, pinstripes.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it, but I still want to keep the propeller for the simple reason that we are far enough in LED technology that I could have some LEDs on the beanie, have it spin fast enough, lean over, and I could give a message like, fuck off, stop taking my booze away, bartender. That way I don't have to say it to him and feel
You
bad.
could do that with the spinning top hat.
Did I? Did I tell you what happened at MCFC with the bartender?
What's that?
You know this. The first day of MCFC, the convention tells me, oh, you're here? Good. You have your meeting in like 20 minutes. I'm like, my meeting? I'm a performer. Who am I meeting with? Like, oh, we have catering and hotel staff meeting with you. Like, why would you? What? Why? It wasn't
My contact
catering.
just flew out, so...
You got it?
Yeah, I got it.
Nicely done.
I'll try to
It
put it
wasn't catering and hotel staff. It was literally the bar. And the manager of the bar. They had me meet with the bar because apparently I am the best at opening a tab, grabbing my drinks, walking away with them, and at the end of the weekend paying an exuberant amount of money to cover all the drinks. And I always do. Apparently, that has been a problem every year with them going, this one tall guy with the top hat owes us X amount of money. Like, he will pay by the end of the weekend. And day two, he owes us even more money. Like, he will pay by the end. And then Sunday, it's the morning. Oh, he paid. Because that's how I do it. They had me meet with them.
So they all knew who you
So
were.
they knew, like, okay, this guy's cool.
Well, yeah,
So,
the poor waitress who doesn't know what the fuck she's doing is probably like, they just ran out on the tab.
oh, yeah.
Screwed.
Absolutely. And that's totally what they think. But there was also the second thing that they did for me, which was charming and also totally humiliating. She said, because the convention told them, like, yeah, sometimes he forgets how much he's drank, but he can handle it, don't worry. And they go, oh, we can help with that, and decided that every drink I got, because I only drink tequila and soda, like, that's something that you, actually, is the reason I drink tequila. They were
I'm
the
the
one who
reason you
turned...
drink.
Yeah, actually, you are the reason I drink. Not that in that way. They literally gave me my first drink. I was not a drinker when I was younger.
John
bottle of wine.
introduced them, but I'm the reason.
Yeah, the reason...
Yeah. Mwah.
Love you. So we're at the bar, and she gives me my first tequila and soda. And they do a perfect mix. Rocks glass, a little bit of ice, a nice big chunk. They put in the right amount of tequila, the soda, and a single lime on the rim. Perfect. I go back for my
you're
second.
fancy drinking that weekend, huh?
Oh, yeah. I go for the
Limes are
second.
fancy.
2 limes on the rim. I go for the third, 3 limes on the rim. You know when they cut me off? The bartender actually told me, son, if I can't fit a lime on the rim, I'm not serving you the drink. And I go, that's fair, sir. It was fucking hysterical.
You should have gone back the next
Black
day.
Widow noticed. They noticed that I literally had at one point 5 limes on the edge of the glass and 2 in the cup because they...
The next day, you should have walked in and just handed them 2 lines and be like, sorry about last night.
I just want them to come like, no, we're out of limes. So can you... No, the state is out of limes.
Citrus shortage!
Citrus shortage.
All right, I disabled our little alert box because there's things going on. So just make that little. Oh, it's for the streamers.
I understand. Okay, gotcha. You know what you're doing. I don't.
I know. It's like, well, we can still see who gives us stuff, so we can still thank them.
So give us stuff.
So give us stuff. That was the worst pitch ever, John. Give us stuff.
Well, we'll see if it works, then you can say that.
Yeah, actually, hold on.
It's still a pitch. I guess that's the point, right? You got to put yourself out there, you know.
Seamus, if you are bringing limes to MFF, I'll have the tequila.
What was it one year at first? Oh! This was like first squad year 3, and he was horrible about being where he needed to be. And he wouldn't eat, right? Because his dumbass won't eat the whole weekend.
Thanks. Love you too.
and someone was giving him like clementines or the little cuties.
It was Jen. You know Jen.
Yeah. So he's walking around with these cuties, eating them, and then he hands me one. I throw it my vest at the time, the Brookfield vest.
With 80 pockets. I was so
1,000
jealous.
pockets.
It was so good.
It's the best vest ever. I still have it.
was.
It's one piece of clothes I won't get rid of.
Oh, you need to keep that because you're still my handler next First Square.
If I can get off.
It's the only convention I need a handler at because I have to actually be places, and this is the only person that can make me go.
The whole weekend, I just kept it in my pocket. I used it as a massage ball. I said, if you are late getting off stage, just flying at your head. And it was actually an amazing deterrent.
It really was because A, it would have made a mess, and B, I know they would do it.
Right?
At every point,
I don't care.
If you watch the original First Square, I'm up there doing my stand-up, like moving around, like, hey, what's the deal? Hey, everything. It's only because if they threw, I need to be ready. I need to be spry.
No, I didn't know the first Squared what I was getting into.
No, you didn't.
This is by like year 3 or 4 I learned.
I still remember, I think it was the first Squared. You made the mistake of showing up to the audience of Who's Line, and I made you do sound effects.
No, that was MCFC last time I was there.
Was that MCFC?
Yeah, when
Excellent.
you were the ambulance guy?
Yes.
Yeah, it was horrible.
That was great. Yes, thank you, Seamus. I had to make my dodge roll.
But yeah, I carried an orange the whole weekend. And then I graduated to just not caring and grabbing you.
You grabbed me by the back of my shirt multiple times. It was funny.
That's how you steer.
Thanks. You're always so good.
You got there.
I did. I legitimately did. Oh, all right. What was it?
Yeah, that was boozy.
Yep.
Okie dokie.
That was
There,
a night
you're
you were
back.
going to get date rape, probably.
Well, we have one for you first.
What's that?
All right, so we were talking about times where we just went above and beyond at a convention to make stuff happen. You know, me with 40 limes in my damn glass. Which is one of those weird things. You're like, okay, this is going to be the whole con. I'm doing this. Like,
What's mine?
yeah.
Honestly, a lot of times it's doing the opening Saturday morning cartoons on Saturday at First Squared because nobody's awake, everyone's hungover. I'm the only one waking up for fucking Saturday morning cartoons and dragging my ass down there. And usually there's shit involved like, oh, I gotta pick up a TV and bring this shit up here, or there's all sorts of shit. Like, they don't have the cereal here yet, blah, blah, blah. But honestly, it's super worth it. Like when... it's way better now, but there was some hiccups at first.
Yeah, first year that was rough.
And I definitely remember running some TVs around and shit like that.
Oh, absolutely.
So, yeah, just it's fun though. But yes,
one of the best things we ever did was buying 6 TVs for the video game room, so we never had to hear about it again.
Oh my god.
My god.
Yes. Oh, hi Benny.
Oh, hi Benny.
Good to see you.
We miss you guys.
We love cartoons, of course. We're furries. Come on.
Oh my god.
What corrupted us?
Absolutely.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Gargoyles for me.
Gargoyles.
Thundercats was definitely one of my favorite ones.
I was a big Thundercats fan.
I was big on Thundercats. Yeah.
Not even close, Gray. We've only done one.
God damn.
Do you remember the Centurions?
Oh, hell yeah.
I love the Centurions.
We had all those.
Power Extreme!
Oh my god.
Those were the kinds of toys that were put together to sell toys because you had to get them all to like. They all had 3 different outfits that cost a lot of money.
Yep.
And they had lots of holes.
The cartoon. Oh.
What?
Not that way.
What? They were used. This is not going well. Wait.
See, I loved, our biggest toy at home was G.I. Joe. We had tons of G.I. Joes, and we were lucky
Come on, John.
enough.
How can you not want more holes? Come on. Anyway. Let's go. What about G.I. Joe?
Oh,
Sorry. He's always been there.
John has always been there. You're the guy in what was
not that small. They had to have seen me.
I wish.
Do you remember Silverhawks?
Hell yeah, that was another.
Where they pulled the wings out like their thighs or something? It was weird.
That was another.
I don't remember that at all.
To sell toys.
To sell toys,
It looked
gotcha.
very similar to Thundercats
But it was
because
in
the
space.
style. Well, it had the same voice actors
Right.
and the same style, and they had a monkey, which always confused me. I always got confused when they treat him like as part of the team and but yeah. Anyway, it was a thing.
Who's your favorite Thundercat?
Snarf, snarf.
That's not Thundercat. That's the fucking nanny. That would be your favorite.
Snarf.
I honestly kind of love Chitara because she didn't take any shit.
She didn't.
And she was just like, fuck off. I'm Chitara. I'm faster than you.
Right?
But then there was the blind guy who was pretty cool. They got
That was later on, though.
Yeah,
That was like the new class.
That was the expansion.
Yeah, where they
You just
also
saw
had,
more
like, they had
toys.
the blind guy, they had the white tiger, and the other girl who I don't remember.
Yeah, exactly.
Maggie, if you are actually worried about my answer, I did not get into Thundercats that much when I was a kid. I actually got into the second iteration, which was what you showed me when they did the remake of Thundercats.
And they only did one season. It was a shame.
It really is a shame because that was fun. Like what you showed, because there was a bunch of furries in it.
That's like 10 plus years ago. Dad was still living at home.
Wait,
I remember,
really?
Yeah, because I remember sitting in her
wow.
living room watching it while I was waiting for her to get ready.
Oh my God. Panthro is furry Vin Diesel.
I mean, you're not wrong.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's pretty
I liked them all, but I like Lion-O just because I loved the Sword of Omens and the Claw Shield.
That was pretty cool.
That was just the coolest, like,
I get that.
combo equipment.
The
Awesome.
boner sword.
Yes.
What? Do you say... Never mind. Did you say thunder? Thunder! Thunder! Okay,
When you're 7,
that's fair.
you know.
Small and it gets big, Mom. Put that away!
So you would
It's the
remember
Sword of
this.
Omens. What?
We were playing Nero, and latex weapons started to become the thing. So, these are now just really skinny carbon cores and just foam-formed latex on the outside, and one of them was the spinal sword or the bone sword. It was literally looked like a spinal column in a sword form with every single segment represented, and then a tip. And it's all made out of latex, and it's an amazing-looking weapon. But you would have these sword sheaths that were just rings on your belt. So we're watching one time this person who has a spinal cord sword, the sword in their ring sheath, and they go to draw it, and it gets caught in the ring sheath. They literally rip the latex off the carbon steel rod in the middle and just go, "You want to fight now?" And you win this round.
Oh, I don't know what made me think.
Me and John like it cold outside status. Zan might be having a little bit of trouble.
I'm actually about to take off my shoes here to warm my feet up a little. So I
The
can
fire's
show off.
hot.
The fire is very,
Yeah,
we're
I'm
going.
gonna
legs
show off my
hurt.
socks. My amazing unicorn socks. I found these trans socks in a Jewel.
Please don't set them on fire.
Yeah. Let me see.
Look at these amazing socks. Well,
I've melted
little-
shoes before.
it's the same. Yeah.
They got little unicorns.
They deboned a sword.
And I found these in the sale aisle at Jewel. So they're the
They were on sale. They're my favorites.
clearance, baby.
Wow.
Oh,
Love you. I love you so much.
the way to his heart is through a sale. How do you buy for that? I mean, I guess I have to put like the discount that I got for like the
Everything you
gifts
just
that
get them
I-
at like 5 and below. Be like, this pile of crap all costs under $1.
It's amazing. And I glue it all together and make the gate of Kalash.
The Gate of Korash? That's some sounds of like Klingon shit.
Clearance.
Anyway,
We're going over to the second question. This one comes from Status the Ferret.
hi, Status.
Hello, Status.
He's up here.
Status is here. Status would like any updates on Dragget Con, if there are any. Status, this is a very simple one. We are working right now on First Squared. We're making sure the hotel and everything with that is totally secure. We are obviously literally on the last step of that. When that is done, I go back to working on Dragget Con. We are putting a lot of space between us and COVID because I think it's just going to be more fun for everyone, even with it being a mostly outdoor convention. Thank you so much, but we will be posting about that. It is not dead yet. We still want all of us to get together and have a really fun time out at a really big campsite, just kind of tooling around for a
Doing,
weekend.
the Michigan side for that.
Yep. We have the site picked out. We know where we're
We have
going.
all our notes from years ago.
Oh, yeah. Every once in a while, I clean my office and I
Google
find,
Drive.
I
No,
find
it's all
our
in my
notes.
Google Drive.
Oh no, I find our notes for everything. All the nonsense we used to build, worlds for D&D, and oh yeah.
Oh, do you have any of those epic projects that like it would have taken probably 2 to 5 years of your waking life to actually finish if you had done it? But like, I have one of those. Like, I have a whole world I created in college.
Exactly.
Like for an RPG that I would never finish, kind of thing. That kind of deal.
Do you still have the notes?
No.
Give Give them to Ferret.
No.
Ferret will make it happen.
No.
Maybe I'll use them.
No.
Maybe I'll make a world.
It's so like
Jam the dragon in it.
been there, done that by now.
I love world creating. It's really fun to try to think of the little things, and that's where the problem comes in. Like our biggest world that we ever created was oh my god, I can't remember what the hell we were calling it. It was the one with the mountain range in the middle. 2 kingdoms on opposite sides. I was literally labeling individual houses inside of individual towns that they were going to need to find in their campaign. What do? Went underwater, went to the other side of the ocean immediately. Like, all right, fine.
Oh,
fuck
we're the
off.
lizard people. We ninja'd that pirate ship. They didn't know what the fuck hit them.
Yep.
Did you have a big plot twist that you were like kind of the focus of your plot for your world?
Almost always I have, I wouldn't say a plot twist, but I have a reveal that changes the reason you are fighting the big baddie.
The fucking beholder.
That wasn't a plot twist. I have been wanting
It twisted me.
If you haven't watched, we used to run Dungeons and Dragget, something that one day we do hope to come back to a lesser extent. We just want to have some fun with everyone. But there was a beholder that I had hiding in plain sight, polymorphed into a big fat dude, all because of I had always envisioned the transformation from an annoying big fat character that they wanted to kill, which I definitely succeeded. All this guy wanted to do was kill Rolf. That's all you wanted.
Rolf.
And it was the moment I was waiting
Fatty
for.
the guard. Fatty the guard.
Fatty the guard. They remember.
He remembers.
The whole reason that character looked and acted the way they did was because I was waiting for the day where they would be standing there and the legs, which were totally useless because beholders float at an even level above the ground, were going to melt away and just leave this bulbous body, because that's what a beholder is, just a big bulbous creature with an eye in the center. Belly button opens up, eye appears, legs melt, it's a beholder. We ended the episode the moment the camera cut this guy. Oh, you son of a crap! I was ready to fight a human! How could you? How could you? Fucking amazing.
Well, that's also the next time we opened it up with that fight. That was one of the last episodes we did, I think.
Yeah, it was.
And we ended up burning down half the town.
You burnt down half the town to make sure that thing
Fire
died.
cures all.
Fire burns down towns. Ask Chicago and cows.
You want to know my big plot twist that I never finished for my stupid thing?
I would love to.
So I was going to make an RPG, and I started to, but then I accidentally made a community that I had to take care of. That basically I made the RPG Maker Pavilion. This sounds like a humble brag, but
You did.
I
so-
made the RPG Maker Pavilion, and basically it was for taking in games so people could download them off the internet, which was called a Dex Drive on the PlayStation 1. You could download things off the internet, got the save, and put it on your PlayStation game, which at the time was amazing. Like, that had never been done before. So that's how we would save our game, or like share our games to each other. And it would corrupt a lot and shit like that anyway. So the epic thing I never got done with, and you can probably figure out the influences here. You start off a village as a dragon dude, and you're in your little village, and you do your little you've come of age, but you're the only dragon dude in this village. Everyone else is human.
You're the only gay dragon.
In your tribe. Yeah, right?
In
So you're an
your
outcast.
tribe.
You're like totally different than everyone. Everyone treats you
Only
like
gay
shit.
Eskimo.
But like you're the mayor's adopted son, so everyone's like, okay, whatever. And you go and you do the thing. And so when you go prove yourself, something goes wrong, and your god has a malfunction, and something looks wrong and stuff. So it gets kind of exposed.
Love it.
And you know, the whole false god kind of thing in the village. And of course, like, we got to kick you out of the village because you're saying blasphemy.
No, blasphemous dragons.
So you go out with
They do that.
with the only scientist in the village, and you go off, and you eventually find out your whole thing is a controlled experiment that you get out of, that they're just fucking with, and they're making furries, they're making all sorts of shit on the planet, and you get out of that, and I had to figure out where to go from there.
Please tell me the scientist's name was Fauci.
Oh hell no.
It is now.
No, she was like Fauci.
Faucha.
Faucha, yes.
Horchata Faucha.
But very, very, very Matrix themes in there and shit like that.
See, always fun. I miss world creating. John and myself used to. I mean, we played D&D a lot since high school on. We were part of early high
didn't know
school
you
we
in high
started.
school.
High school is when I met you with Praska, I thought.
Nope. Memorial Day senior year, so the end of high school.
Okay, yeah. All right. So that was Lich with Arrow with 200 fucking cure mortal wounds potions tied
Not
to it.
200.
200 potions.
You're pouring potions right now.
Ooh.
The aviation which makes you float apparently like a beholder, at least just in your mind.
Yes.
What?
Can beholders get drunk and like?
Beholders
I
could
imagine
not
the
get drunk actually.
Why not?
Because
They
they
have
are
metabolism.
extra. They are not. They do not have metabolism. They are.
So they can't be healed with conventional magic?
Probably.
This is why they're so
They can't.
ornery.
They are outside
Because
of.
they're so ornery is because they can't get drunk.
I would say so.
You can't get inebriated. That's like the worst thing ever.
Do you know how beholders reproduce? Sleeping. If a
Thank
beholder
you, Sue.
dreams about another beholder, that beholder will come into existence somewhere.
So they're orcs from Warhammer.
Yeah. Beholders dream other beholders into existence. And if the beholder wakes up and the other beholder's there, they will fight because they're super territorial. But if the dream involved a beholder in a different location, maybe that beholder formed somewhere else. Now this beholder just had a son. That's how they reproduce.
So wait, you
because
can't
beholders are weird.
You just can't have a colony of beholders?
Beholders are super
But
territorial.
I thought
It would take a
beholders were
lot.
created by the Illithids to protect their stuff.
Beholders are extraplanar. They were taken over by the Illithids because they had a symbiotic relationship.
See, now if you have two, you can put them on your chest. You have older shoulder beholder holder. What? A giant.
Nice.
And then there's like the ultimate pair of tits that can just destroy
Nice.
villages, right? I mean, two. Come on.
That's awesome. Thank you, Sue.
Yes, thank you. Did you want to do another question?
Yeah, we can knock out another question.
do another question.
So again, keep your eye on the chat and stuff like that for more updates about Dragget Con. We do plan on having it happen sometime in 2023 or 2024, but we'll be talking more about that after COVID is when we really understand what's going on. It's very important to us that in a group that small we all stay safe.
Yes.
Shukin asks, hello Shukin.
I've heard about shooting forever.
I know. What is your favorite vehicle you've owned and why? Bonus points, why did you get rid of it?
I know yours.
Oh, yeah? What's my favorite vehicle?
You love that blue blazer.
I did.
The blazer, the car, or the jacket? Because I get rid of cars pretty easily by mistake, by driving them into the water. So.
You do have the tendency to get rid of cars into oceans, where they should be.
Yeah.
I did love my Blazer, and I was trying to get it to the moon, and then a truck hit it. So the reason I got rid of it literally totaled on New Year's Day.
Driving home from New Year's Con.
Driving home from New Year's Con because, and this is true, going 10 miles an hour on an unplowed highway, I hit a piece of ice and literally just half spun out, but couldn't control the car at all. After going 10 miles an hour, and then a truck coming also couldn't control it all because at 10 in the afternoon on New Year's Day, the highways were untouched. No one had plowed them. I needed to get
we
home.
got a stupid amount of snow that day.
Oh, no, yes, it was a crazy amount, literally starting at like 4 a.m.
Right.
Yeah, no, it's ridiculous.
Graze onto things. I should just have a boat car. It would be the
A
safest
duck!
thing.
A duck!
Yeah, you get it.
A duck.
No, that was a thing. You remember the ducks from the Wisconsin Dells?
Yeah, absolutely.
I remember
I haven't
those.
been to Wisconsin Dells in forever, since before the pandemic, so who knows what it looks like now, kind of thing. If you've never been to Wisconsin Dells, it really is the Vegas of the Midwest in a weird
Isn't
way.
Branson the Vegas of the Midwest?
Missouri?
Yeah.
It's way too Missouri to be the Midwest.
It's way too Missouri.
Not the
Missouri's
South.
not the
Missouri's
Mid-
not South. Missouri's part of the Midwest.
I used to live in St. Louis.
I understand.
That's
the
the South.
Midwest, technically.
That's the South.
Technically-
Doctors turned me away for care. That's the South.
Hold on.
Oh, they might be
Doctors,
southern aligned, but technically, from a geographical standpoint, they are the Midwest.
from a socioeconomic, it's not.
I wasn't talking about. I was talking about
We were talking about reality.
Yeah,
we were
not-
talking about how we feel.
not on the map. Oh,
Hey, oh yeah. This coming from the person who used to go and be like, "Hey, John, I'm going to go down to Wisconsin, up to Wisconsin." Nope. I'm dying.
You deserve that.
Oh, we're not having steak. We're having lamb chops.
No, but seriously, like I had a doctor's appointment in St. Louis. They're like, oh yeah, everything's set up. Like, oh, I also want like an HIV test and sexual transmitted disease test, like to be a responsible person. Is like, oh well, we're not comfortable with that. They're not gonna see you. And like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
It's my yearly checkup, fuckers. Anyway.
Submarine cars do not exist. It's just a drowning car.
QM,
Hello, QM.
I would have the boat car from I Want Another Kingsman. Those were really fun.
Those were
prequels
fun.
coming out soon.
Really?
Great.
Yeah, when they started the
God, those were fun.
They are fun. I enjoy the hell out of those. Elton John, the Monarch of Gay.
I forgot he was in that.
Yes.
I did forget.
Elton
yes.
John is fabulous in the second one. And the first one's great. The second one's all right, more of the same.
Yeah,
damn
but it
it.
was fun.
I enjoy the scenes. The last fight is wonderful choreography.
And Country Road.
Oh, what was the mix they have? What was the final fight music? Country Road is wonderful.
That was an amazing moment, but I'm trying
it's-
to remember what the final music was. I don't remember. I know it was good.
Like Black Betty or something.
It was something
that.
ridiculous.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, Take Me Home was in the movie. That was so good.
It was good for us. Anyway,
Country Road, take me home. Word up.
thanks for joining us outside, everyone. It's been a while since we've been able to do this. We'll try to do it more often.
Sorry for doing it outside. If you're in your home's cold right now, that's your fault. That's how that works.
Fire.
Fire.
We're in a bit here where I'm excited to watch my wrestling. with
Oh, that's
Dragget.
right. You have wrestling tonight. I forgot about
Yeah.
that.
No, say it right.
There's a big-
Wrestling. Wrestleface.
I don't know who else is. Pep might watch as well. I'm not sure if they're gonna
Wrestle
watch it as
Hassle.
well. But yeah, AEW has a pay-per-view tonight. Kenny Omega versus Hangman Page for the title.
That's cool.
I'm a big fan of Kenny. Kenny's been a big fan for Kenny for a long time.
I will.
He's the bad guy right now, and we'll see if he's going to lose it. It's going to be fun.
I do admit, because I'm not a wrestling fan, but what Zan shows me, they show me the best of the best, and it is incredible. But they also have to stop the recording every once in a while and explain to me why what happened on screen was not the death of the performer.
Yeah, you don't just die because that would have really hurt. It has to be their special move.
It's just
right?
fucking ridiculous.
There's rules involved. Don't you understand?
Like, oh, that guy right there looks like he just broke his neck. Like, actually, he tucked and rolled into it and then fell flat on his face, so that it looked really bad. Oh, really? So how much damage did he take in real life? Oh, he's not going to make it past 30, but it didn't hurt as much as you think.
Okay, if something's really bad, they'll throw up the X with their arms, okay? That's a real thing.
Wait, what?
Yeah, the ref will do this. That means there's an actual injury. Get someone down
Oh,
here.
they actually have a...
Get the cameras off them. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
But a lot of times if they do a big spot where people get hurt and stuff, you'll see the ref go down by them, and they'll put their fingers... See, wrestling is great because it's an art form, and you're telling a story, and you have to sell the illusion. So like, oh my God, I'm so hurt. The ref will go down by them, say, are you okay? Like, go check on them, but they will put their hand like this in their hand, and they will squeeze their fingers twice or once to let them know they're actually fine. They'll do that.
Incredible.
Yeah. There's all
Incredible.
sorts of shit
Because
like
if they
that.
can't squeeze, their spine is broken.
Oh, yeah, that's
Pretty much.
incredible. Incredible.
No, there's all sorts of stuff like that. I love it.
Oh, no. See, that's the thing. We totally get that because, again, we ran Nero, so we had to also hide running the game versus the game itself. Hence, one of our all-time favorites, running 3 mods at the same time that needed to end at the same time so that everyone emptied into a field with the magic items sitting in the middle, while having one of our plot people who no one knew was on plot as a player who was going to betray them.
That was such a fuck you to the town. It was so
It was insane. Like, not even
So
kidding.
glorious.
You would have appreciated, because you're so into wrestling,
Yeah.
you would have appreciated what went into this. So we had 3 module runners on radios that could not do the mod because they had to be constantly.
we were running it. It was me, you, and Hannah.
I thought it was. Oh yeah, you're right. So we were constantly like, okay, we're at the halfway fight. Oh God, I'm at the quarter fight. So they knew that they're going to reduce the fighting, and they're going to have a little bit easier time just to get them caught up. And then when we got to the field, we're all the way through, and we had to let our player, who no one knew was on our side, know. So we're throwing up colorful fireworks so that we're signaling her. Everyone thinks it's supposed to be fake magic going off. Ooh, we're signaling to them that it's almost time for their betrayal.
It was glorious. It really was masterful.
It was probably one of the most difficult. Like, that's
I don't
the
think
part.
they appreciated it.
I don't think you could possibly appreciate it because the whole point of it was that they don't realize what we did to make that happen. You can't appreciate it for what it is.
Oh, yeah.
It worked out so great because
Sue, this is the injury.
Yeah,
That's
so cool.
watch it up.
Fuck!
It worked out so great
I gotta
because
take care of that. Fuck!
It happens.
God damn it.
It happens. You're good.
our plot person was out of game, was a regular Nero player. So of course they were immediately absorbed by the most powerful group in the town because they all knew her out of game.
Yep.
So we had a mole on the guys we would have a hard time fighting. It was great.
No, I'll never forget. So they, according, and we didn't get to see it because we were running the module. So they empty out into the field all 3 modules. By the way, a module is, think of that as like an adventure. Yeah,
A quest.
A quest off to the side. So there are 3 different groups: low level, mid level, high level, and they're all finishing the mod at the same time, emptying into what was. Think about like 4 football fields put together in a quad. That's how big this field was. And in the dead center of the field, a glowing, bright blue orb. Everyone knows what this is. And in the middle of it, with the highest level characters around them, our friend Carrie, who was playing, as far as they knew, just a normal...
No. Oh, yeah.
That's right.
I was on this other side. I heard it different.
No, I know. Who, as far as they knew, was just playing a normal player, all of a sudden started throwing, we call it top down. You hit them with a low-level spell to break their magic shield, and then you hit them with the highest level, imprison, death, throwing spells that no one knew she had. Took out the whole high-level crew, and then walked past the rest of the town, who thought she was grabbed the orb, went over to one of our people who was standing there as the big bad guy, just standing in the back behind a row of fucking minions, walked through the minions, went over, and the 2 of them teleported or rifted out. And the high-level players were fucking livid.
Not only that, right? So one of our friends at the time in the high-level group was Virtus. He's the one who got the imprisoned, so he got to watch it all happen.
Yes.
And he's sitting there the whole time, motherfucking Carrie, right?
Yep.
But then we go back to town. We know they're unprotected. Carrie's been invested in their protective circle. So they're all nobles, right? We stole all their writs.
A writ being the writ of nobility, proof that you are
Their
a
driver's
noble.
license.
And then, after that, sent a doppelganger rumor into town, making them realize that on our team, we had a creature who, if it touched you, and by the way, it's not a game of tag, you can't do that at Nero, so basically, if you touch them, they steal your identity, which means we have your noble writ, and if you touch a person... that's a doppelganger, they can then look like you, giving us full power. They understood immediately what that implied. The highest level group in town immediately implemented a no-touching rule. Not just for the townspeople, because they knew that we had been running this game. Tim had been running this game. Hannah had been running this game long enough that we would just go to a player and like, hey, right now, you're not you. You're a doppelganger. Go talk to them. And we would do shit like that after a module. It was one of the most stressful seasons for the players ever, and I think that's really cool.
And here's
I would have loved playing that game.
There was an adventure where it was a low turnout event, right? I think you were coming late. I ran a mod on Friday night where I basically pulled. There was 2 hooks. There was the low Bs and the high Bs, right?
Yes.
And we met in the middle. The 2 groups met in the middle. They looked at each other like, "Wait, you're here?" And the other group's like, "Wait, you're here? Who's in town?" Fuck. Now these were a bunch of fat nerds, right? Mm-hmm. You never saw fat guys run so fast. Back to town because they thought we were doing it to them again.
Yep.
It was fantastic.
And we weren't. We didn't even think of that.
No.
It was
great though, but we put that fear in them, the fear that they hadn't felt in so long.
Yeah, it was a good
fantastic.
year. It was a really good year. Yes, all touches were bad touches. It was so fun. Yeah, unfortunately, that's the part of Nero you miss. Do you have one of those?
Nero
Do you have
stuff
a
is
game like I'm not? I really like to say this. I want to believe I believe it, but I would like to say that nostalgia. While I understand where it is wonderful for the individual, that I'm not going to base my opinion off of nostalgia. But for a moment, let's get rid of that. What's
Liar.
something? I try. I'm not saying I succeed every time, but I do realize that sometimes I just liked it my way because it's the way I learned and I'm comfortable, and that's going to make it more fun, but only for me. But do you have one? Do you have something
Hold
that
on. You've grown today. Congratulations.
I mean, my belt is grown.
So do I have a what now?
Do you have a thing that you truly believe? It's like, no, the old way is better, but God, you can understand the new. Like, do you have any of the, maybe a game or an activity? Like, you really
sure.
like your old way, but you know what? The new way...
Actually, the best way I can describe that is like the old school super hard Nintendo games, which, you know, that stuff hasn't still died, and there's still people think there's Dark Souls, and then there's easy stuff, and it's like...
I see.
So,
Okay, yeah. No, I see what you're
the
saying.
old school, there was a lot of cool... Like, I played Ninja Gaiden, the old platformer one. It was like super duper hard, and it was like, oh my god, you can beat Ninja Gaiden? Like, fuck yeah. And that was a cool thing. But like, the thing is, things evolved, things got better and more accessible for more people, and that is a good thing.
Right.
You should be able to play any game, and if the designers figure it out well for you to have a good experience that way and still like get through it easily, if that's what you want, great. If you want a harder experience where
Right.
there is more to think about in going through it, if that's what you want, great. That's
Yeah.
the thing. So like,
I play every game on easy mode.
I play... Well,
I play them to relax. I don't want to get angry because I'm getting frustrated because I didn't hit the circle button fast enough.
Aren't a lot of your
sure.
games RPG-based, though? Because I agree
They're
with you.
action-adventure RPG based.
But then
Even
there's-
on all those, I would say I play in easy mode because I want the story. But then I find a game like Divinity where I do like going to a harder mode because
Yeah.
you can kind of.
it's the idea of like it's that satisfaction you get from cultivating a skill and getting better at
Yeah.
it. That's
Oh, yeah.
that's fun. And then, you know, you get that from
I get
like
it.
getting better at skateboarding, get it better at playing basketball, by playing anything. I'm just using it for shit that I did growing up. But
Well, you gave me probably the only time I've ever felt like that in a video game, though.
What's that?
Like, don't get me wrong, my
yeah,
Divinity
Rocket League you got better at.
I did get better at, but that's not it.
What's that?
Bubble Bobble.
Oh,
That's insane. That is insane. I am not a platformer, but right now we are doing what's called a tower run in Bubble Bobble, which is myself, Miko, and Zanny. 10 lives among the three of us. It's a co-op game. Get through 100 levels of Bubble Bobble. Right now, our top level is 48. And every time we play, we get a little bit better. It doesn't mean we're going to get farther, but we get a little bit better at understanding these levels. And it's
Yeah.
it's something. Like, I got to say, the first time we beat level 40 was, I mean, we were elated.
what do we call it? It's called, the level's called BB4F.
That's right. BB4F.
So every time we see it, we're like, oh, bareback for friends.
Friends, baby.
That's the ultimate tower level. So every time it says BB4F, we're like, oh, bareback for friends.
Yep.
Anyway.
Maggie and Deadhead, I agree with you. I play it first on easy, just relax. If
on
I
that note-
really enjoy the game,
Sue, it's just because it's a funny thing to say to BB4F. And we're not telling people to do anything.
So you would play it on easy mode, and then
if the game was good enough to warrant a second playthrough.
so what's a game that was good enough to warrant a second playthrough?
That had a difficulty setting?
Oh, did you ever do? Because I know you
Like, I
loved,
played Final Fantasy VII 400 times, but there was no difficulty.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you play the
I have
update?
I played the remake.
Yeah, they showed me the remake. That's the first time I ever played Final Fantasy VII.
The
That's an
remake
amazing
of the first
game.
disc of a 3-disc game.
I can't wait for more.
I
That
know,
was
me too.
fun. That was fun.
But I don't want to have a PlayStation 4 or 5 to play it the second
Is
time.
that-
By that time, you'll need a 6 or a 7.
Is that going to be the deal? They're going to release the next one on
think so.
PlayStation 5? Fuck them. Really?
I think we have maybe another year of hand in hand before they do what they did with the 2 and 3, and they stop making games for 4.
They stop making what now?
Games for 4 to force you to upgrade. But they can't force you to upgrade when it's still hard to get the new system. Once it becomes easy to get the new system, they'll start limiting games on the 4 unless you buy them through their platform.
We're in a weird time for video games right now because, like, I mean, I'm old, so I don't really pay attention as much as I used to the video games industry as it was
Yeah.
and all that kind of stuff. So maybe that's part of it. But we don't I don't know how much everyone has to have the latest and greatest stuff to play the latest and greatest
On
games.
consoles.
Because Undertale showed us that one person can make one of the greatest games of all time, and with NES graphics.
And
so,
then
like,
repeated by Senora Wildhearts. Sayonara
Senora
Wildheart. What's the actual name?
Sayonara Wild Hearts.
Sayonara Wild, that dude. So I
You
was.
don't need a lot of graphics to make a great game.
No, you don't.
Hold on. I was drunk at Youmacon.
That sounds surprising.
Yeah, shut up. So I'm walking through the hallway, and you know how convention centers have grand pianos just sitting in the middle of the convention center? So I hear a song, and I'm drunk, and I go over like, dude, I love that game, hearing the song from Senor Wildhearts. I know that's not the name. It's what I call it now.
Senor Wildhearts.
Senor Wildhearts. I'm like, dude, I love that game. And then I walked away, and it took me about 5 seconds to realize that song, well, it is in the game, is just the fleur-de-lis. It has nothing to do with that game. That guy thinks I'm a crazy person. I'm like, well, I'm going to just let that slide. I just kept walking.
I love that game.
It was just a fleur-de-lis. I just felt like such an idiot.
Oh, that's
You're right, Gray Fox. The thing is, with consoles, if you don't get the newest and great best, you get left behind because the new games all come out in the new system.
You're right.
They
is there
gatekeep themselves.
yeah, left behind in a way, but there's not that whole everyone's playing the same game anymore as much.
That's
But for
the
like guys
problem.
my age, I want to play the new Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah.
That's what got me into
understand
gaming
that.
in the 90s.
Yeah.
So
understand that.
if I gotta buy a PlayStation 5 to play it, that's what I'm gonna do.
Sure.
That's
You
fair.
know.
That's fair. I mean, sometimes we skipped a generation of Xbox and just waited for the new one to come out to do that one. And I think that's a big difference between us, though. Like, we're not
Yeah.
big on playing the newest game right when it comes out. We'll wait because, we have. Are you ready for it? Should we
Hold on,
talk
hold
about
on.
it? Oh,
Go
go,
ahead.
go, please.
No, I was just gonna say Nintendo will hold their shit forever, and it'll still be $60 4 years from later. But
Yeah.
whatever.
Nintendo is frustrating because it's really hard. Like, you want to play the old games, they just won't release them.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, they hold it on their lock and
Like,
key.
there's no reason why we can't play some classic NES games on the Switch, right?
Right.
And you can play some.
Yeah.
I understand what you're saying
like,
now. You're
if
looking for specific
Right, like if
games.
I want to play the classic Ninja Turtles on
Okay, yes.
SNES,
Okay.
You have
you
to
can't do
fork
it.
over some
Yep.
money that they can lock at any time.
Or you have to do the emulator thing, which is its own problem.
Right.
Yeah, no, I see where
Yeah,
you're...
that's why Nintendo, while being awesome, is also evil.
Well, the shitty
Oh,
thing...
Jim Stuff Sterling did a whole thing about how go ahead and pirate any fucking Nintendo or any shit you want.
Yeah.
But anyway,
The shitty part I find about that is they've already got the medium to put out all those old Nintendo games. On the Nintendo, you can get classic Nintendo and Super Nintendo
I know, I
games.
got it.
And that's so shitty that they just don't be like, okay, here's all those
Here's
old
the
games.
whole library.
Yeah.
You can't do it.
Like, and I understand one or two of them won't be able to go through because of some weird form of copyright law. That's fine. I get that. Give us what you can.
I get that for the movie games, right? So yeah, maybe Spielberg's not willing to let you play the shitty
Sure.
TV game. So yeah, you can't have that one.
That's fine.
But
I can accept
Why
that
can't
some
I
will
play
be missing.
Final Fantasy Tactics?
because that costs money, baby.
Yeah.
Oh man, was someone was telling me that Mickey Mouse, the old Mickey Mouse, was about to go out? You might know about this. The
old
super
Mickey
old
Mouse.
design of Mickey Mouse was about to hit public domain. I don't.
Disney is the one reason why they keep expanding the public domain laws.
Yeah.
I believe
They
it.
lobby the fuck out of them because it's 30 years and it's 40 years. I mean, we're approaching in 2028 will be 100 years of Mickey Mouse, and you still cannot use the thing because of public domain because the public domain
yet-
laws keep getting changed.
So crazy.
And yet they just used all the public domain stories to
Yep.
make their fucking shit.
Right.
Yep.
And they get around it too by also trademarking and copywriting. There's other legal tools now.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, you can never touch Mickey Mouse, even though it's public domain.
You can never touch Mickey Mouse, especially when you're in Disney World. You can never touch.
Never.
Never mind. You're gonna give up Mickey a hug.
You can try.
Don't touch the mouse. That's still looking okay. So the funny, I was actually worried about the sun going down, but the light from the fire is actually
We got a good fire.
Yeah, this is great. I was worried about not having side lights, but it doesn't look like we're going to need them.
Oh, I'm sure we got fun, crazy mood lighting.
It looks pretty
We
good.
can tell ghost stories. Oh, you can see it. I can't see.
I can. Yeah, no, I keep looking to make sure we're not blacked out.
That's fair. Well,
Oh, who's playing City Skylines?
don't you know you can't check if you're blacked out? You're blacked out or you're not.
That's true. That's
It's
true.
You only know until
that's not
after
okay
you
these
blacked
days.
out. What's that?
You can't do that anymore.
God damn it, John. Oh my God! No, it's So somebody just mentioned City Skylines. I just got back into. Anyone who plays City Skylines knows how this goes. So I put down the game for a few months because it was taking up too much of my time. And now I picked it back up, which means I have to make sure all my mods work. So for the last 2 days, I've been doing nothing but fixing mods.
Isn't that frustrating?
It's so annoying. Well, and City Skylines is good about it, but they still have, the big updates. When that happens, it breaks a few mods.
That's the problem I have with Civ. Like, I have all these mods that play on Civ.
Yep.
And I just stopped playing because I got frustrated going through and figuring out what mod was breaking my game.
Someone had to tell me, do we have City Skylines down low? Because, we introed with your video of you making your wonderful city, and we went to us, and someone was like, "This isn't City Skylines." So I'm wondering. Somebody
I think it does say City Skylines.
Oh,
on
does it
YouTube.
still? I thought I
might.
changed that to just chatting.
These things happen.
Surprise!
My bad.
We will be, just so everyone... Actually, now's a good time. Did we do our last question? Our last question was favorite... we were still on favorite vehicle you own. Bonus points if you could say why you got rid of it.
Well,
What did the bonus points earn me?
I enjoy
I don't know. Pat on the back?
I've always liked my little gay vibe. It's fun.
Do you like your little
Kind of
guy?
destiny that I've always
Very
owned a vibe.
utilitarian.
But anyway.
And how did it go away?
Oh, no, the Grand Prix went away.
Oh, okay, you're right.
Your original vibe went away too. Isn't this your second vibe?
No, that was, that did go.
Yeah, this is your second vibe.
On the way to camping with y'all. God damn it.
That's right.
Oh,
I
it was a Nero,
forgot.
right? It was a Nero?
Yeah. I had an accident. I did a driving.
This is vibe B2.
This is Vibe 2, Electric Boogaloo, baby.
Scarlett, that is badass.
if you
Well
don't-
done.
if you
They
don't
made a boys'
remember-
town.
Hell yeah. What's that?
They made a boys' town in City Skylines.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, you can change colors if you know what you're doing. You can make things rainbow.
Nice. The vibe, the way they would sell it is like, you can play an electric guitar with this fucking thing, because they have a plug in the front that you can plug your guitar into.
Oh my God! You're doing a lot of mobile guitar
I
concerts.
thought it would
So-
be good for like a computer you could
Hold on.
plug in or something.
Only
know?
Hold on.
Guitars.
What?
I see a guitar. I see a vibe.
All right, here
I
we
think you
go.
need to deliver on
Concert.
this. Let's hear it.
That's true, right?
Let's hear it. I don't even care if it's a song. I just want to hear the electric guitar through the vibe.
It's just meow. I guzzle gas.
Wheels fall off.
Wheels just immediately.
Guzzle gas.
Wheels fall off. Chassis just shoots into the air.
Oh, wow. We're going to need V3 soon, huh?
Everyone on the Dragget lane just got wiped out by a 6.3 tornado.
Oh,
Gray
no.
Foxen is also playing City Skylines.
Vengeful God comes through Dragget Town.
Oh my God.
That'll shut him up.
See, the thing is, I can't stand the, I play City Skylines like it's my version of art. Zan is an actual artist. They can create these beautiful things just with their creativity and their skill. I do not have that skill to create it. I can picture it, but I can't see it. But when it comes to City Skylines, I can stop playing the game, put it on sandbox mode, and build a city that I find aesthetically pleasing. And I do get into the little nitty-gritty details, and I swear to Christ, if a tornado comes through, like, Jeff at the art gallery just jizzing all over the pictures, I'm gonna be pissed. Stay away from my picture. Jeff is the guy
Jeff is
jizzing all
Tornado
over the
Jeff,
picture.
don't you
Tornado
know?
Jeff. Have you not met Tornado Jeff?
He just comes to your art problem like, I'm a tornado, and he just comes on your fucking pictures.
Oh, yeah.
It's really rude.
I have another reason to never go to an art show.
No, well, you got to deal with those kind of types because we're different people, John. So you deal with the territories. If you didn't want Tornado Jeff to come on your picture, you would put some glass around it. Or
I
something.
wasn't aware Tornado Jeff was something I need to be aware.
Oh, yeah. No, dude, he has his own
You're in
theme
an art
song.
class. Tornado
Yeah.
Jeff's gonna come.
Oh,
Jizzy Jeff,
Jizzy Jeff.
DJ Jizzy Jeff.
I'm not
in
drunk
the
enough
mix.
for this.
I agree.
Tornado Jeff, he liked all of his art to be the same. So he whipped off the cock and stroked it off. He'd come between the frame. Oh, Jeff doesn't like his art to have art. He just likes them one way. Oh, Jeff just jizzed on your picture. What you going to say? Oh, Jeff is jizzing, Jeff is jizzing, Jeff is...
So you know what happens?
Did you really just make that up?
Yeah.
So what happens is that
That's what I do, dude.
When y'all
You know
put,
this.
When y'all put your projects on the wall, right? And Jiz and Jeff has been to all of them, and you go to your bi-weekly, you show your art, and Jiz and Jeff has to show what they've done.
It's true.
And it's like, all right, Jeff, I don't see your project on the wall. What do you have to say for yourself? And he just no. He puts a white light on the wall, and then shows the black light spells out art on all the pictures, and the teacher just gets up and starts just slow clapping.
Oh my god!
And everyone else gets up. You know,
I love it.
Look,
it's art.
Look, those projects they're wonderful by themselves, but together it makes a statement about how we all come together and like we put out their stuff. But together we can show Jiz and Jeff how beautiful their stuff is. You get it,
dude. It's art. It's art. I'm sorry, you're sitting there looking like I would never do something like that, but you are obviously forgetting about our law firm.
Jizzy Jeff does have pizza. He does love pizza.
That's table flipping hammer smash.
Table flipping hammer
I don't know what that has to do with jizzing on art.
Because sometimes you just need a bold statement. Law firm
if table flipping hammer smash is going to start jizzing on art, I'm out.
Oh, but you're a partner.
Right.
You'd have to buy yourself out. You'd have to pay us.
Right. Bang.
Oh no! I was a singing telegram.
Oh no!
Full circle.
Yeah, baby.
Woo.
Jizzy Jeff does like pizza.
Yeah, punch me. Ow.
Anyway.
Oh, is Moore here?
Yeah.
Hello, Moore. I didn't see you come in.
Jizzy Jeff likes pizza.
Jizzy Jeff loves pizza and Jizz.
Oh no, you heard about pizza?
I like pizza.
Nope, John has not heard about the pizza.
You heard of BLC and pizza? We'll tell you later.
No.
We'll tell you later.
When you're older.
When I'm older. That's fair.
So, okay,
That's fair.
I felt, I'm not going to get into the story, but I will tell you this. So we were at Youmacon, and I was with a guy. They have a panel at Youmacon that is convention horror stories, but instead of the people at the table doing it, they open it up to the whole audience. And this terrified me for good reason.
Yeah, it should.
So first person goes up there and tells the story, and they're like, so there they were, a 15-year-old naked. I'm like, all right, and that person's gone. And it kept happening, where it's like, all right, you need to stop telling the story. And all of a sudden, this guy gets up there, and he's like, I was at a convention a few weeks ago, and there was pizza. I'm like, no. And I was at this party where they were having pizza. No. And the party got naked. I'm like, oh my God, was it BLFC? They're like, yes. I'm like, the pizza story is here at Youmacon. So a bunch of people, you know what Jizzy Jeff does to art? This party did to a pizza and then left it in the hallway.
Why?
We don't know. It's actually pretty bad, and we're pretty pissed off about it.
If that's your thing, fine, but fucking wrap it up and throw it away.
It was no one's thing. Somebody was being a fucking dick. One person ruined it for everyone. But, yeah. But at the end, the only part I cared about was, oh my God, there's a guy at this panel telling this story. And I'm in the back of the room like, and he goes like, and that guy wants to kill himself. Like, yeah, I fucking do. Yeah, exactly. The hallway was the bad part.
Breaking dicks, smashing puss, Papa John's.
Hello, Ocean Current.
You like it, John?
I like that.
That's their new slogan. We have determined.
It is.
It just works. It just works. You know. You can use the furries promotion. Never mind.
Okay,
Anyway.
so John, your favorite vehicle, why you owned it, and why you owned it, and bonus points of how you got rid of it.
I mean,
It's
probably the Subaru.
Yeah. Oh, the Subaru.
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna think your dad's no. Okay.
The Suburban was great it was just great. But
The Suburban was amazing. The Suburban got us to DC and got me trapped on the floor. Dick.
when I froze out a bunch of furries.
You know what?
Fantastic.
I need to piss. Why don't you tell that story?
Bring
I'll be
out
right
more
back.
drink.
Right?
I'll bring out more drinks for us.
Hell yeah.
Ow.
Me too.
You want another? Mm-hmm. All right, I'll bring out some drinks.
Mm.
Tell you two have to talk.
We have to tell a tall tale.
A tall tale? But our tall tale just left.
Okay, that's true. Okay, what's your favorite? Oh, did you have any story that scared the shit out of you as a kid? Since we got this nice little glowy thing going
Scared
on.
the shit out of me as a kid. Like, you talking about like a story like your parents would tell you or something?
So we had scary stories to tell in the dark with really scary, like, they had the, like, really morbid drawings in there too. Remember those? Like, you have anything like that?
I remember when I was a scout, like a young scout, like because as you get older, you get brought in on the secrets, right?
Yeah.
So like my first year going away to scout camp, we told the scary story about a guy named Stumpy. Yeah, it's a classic story of a guy. He's in the woods, chopping wood, or something happens to him, and he cuts off his own foot. So then you hear him coming, stomp,
always that.
drag, stomp, drag, and then
Just like Jizz and Jeff. Just like Jizz and Jeff. You can always hear him coming.
You hear him coming. Wow.
You get it.
But the Stumpy story was always. I remember as a first year scout, because they did it really good the first year because they would have a leader hide in the woods, and he never walked into the campsite. He'd just walk around doing the stomp, drag, stomp, drag. So for us young kids, we're just hearing stomp, then drag through leaves or brush or whatever. Kind of freaked us out.
Oh yeah, of course.
So that's probably it. But
that's always fun. Yeah, you always had the dum it's
Right.
you. It's
Yeah,
or you jump
exactly.
at them, or
Right.
you do that thing.
or you turn around when the leaders isn't on, and he's just waiting to jump out of the trees at you guys.
He's got a stump arm.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. Exactly.
Of course, it's always fun.
But yeah, that's probably it. How about you?
No, I was trying to think also what books and stuff like that freaked me out as a kid. And for me, it's The Witches, the classic one by the ones who made the Willy Wonka as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was a really good book.
It was a Ronald Dahl book.
Yeah, because
The Jim Henson version made in 1990 was really good.
Yeah.
With Angela Houston and stuff.
Yep.
I tried to watch a new one in Hathaway. I couldn't watch it.
Yeah, I was
terrible.
hoping that was going to be good.
I got halfway through and I'm like, this is done. I'm done.
I was hoping that was going to be good too, because I love The Witches. And but the original book was horrifying, because the witches are straight up killing kids. That is the plot.
Yeah.
And they do in the book. And they tell you how they successfully kill those children. That's what sets up the horror for later, because then you can believe they can
Perfect.
follow through on that shit, and they're
I've
not
got
just
orange juice, which is also
bad
cool.
at this stormtroopers or something like that.
Bad at this next.
Because for me, there's stories they put the kid in a painting, and every day they would get older, they would age 10 years in the painting, and their parents had to watch them die in the painting.
Yeah.
Now that's good shit.
That is good shit. Take the lid off that.
Yeah.
I mean,
There you go.
in theory, I agree with you, Gray Fox.
What is it?
He said child murder is acceptable.
You only agree with that because you've been to Disney.
You got some boozies too? Or
Yes, I do.
Awesome.
So, speaking of Star Wars and whatever the hell we were just talking about,
We were just talking about scary stories when we were children.
I also
I
heard
believe you would know this.
I heard Zan talking about the bad shots. Basically, the stormtroopers' inability to hit things.
Yes.
So last night we were watching Star Wars Rebels. I actually just finished final episode. I watched it last night.
I got like 2 seasons in the Rebels.
I liked it.
Oh, thank you, Toast.
I saw
Thank
when
you so
Ahsoka
much.
showed up in Rebels.
Oh, she's fun. She's fun. And
Ahsoka's the best character in this.
Ahsoka is one of the best characters in the whole thing. I
I wasn't
totally
a huge
agree.
fan of what they did with her in Mandalorian, but
I was fine with it, but I get
I
what
was
you're
probably
saying.
because I like the actress.
Yeah, she was great.
But even older, as a Jedi with the Force, I expect Ahsoka to be jumping around like she did in the cartoons.
Yeah.
That's not what they did with her.
No, I get you.
And we still have to see the furry in this new Star Wars
I'm so
animated.
excited. I'm
There's
so
the little
excited about
shorts.
these.
What are they called?
Visions.
Visions.
Star Wars Visions. Yep.
There's a bunny girl or a cat girl or bunny girl, I believe.
I think it was a lot of furries, but either way.
Anyway.
So last night, final episode, one of the final episodes of Rebels, Emperor's Guard show up. The full thing. Red, the capes, and you know what the first thing they did was? One of them pulled out a blaster pistol, fired, and killed someone in one shot. Like, they are showing how powerful they are. They can hit their
Well,
targets.
you know why in the new ones, the clones never hit their target? The stormtroopers? Do you know why?
No.
Are you serious?
Just say.
Why the stormtroopers missed their targets?
In the original trilogy. We see the first one in...
Because it was part of the plot that they were trying to let them get away. Wasn't that the idea? Or no?
So in the first one, you see Obi-Wan say, the only shots this precise can only be stormtroopers, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, they never hit anything.
Right.
Well, it's because at that point, the Empire had stopped using clones. So they weren't trained just for... the true clones were trained that way. They were that good. Now they were using conscripts, brainwashing and throwing them in white armor. So they didn't have the same training.
Oh!
So OG clones
There's just a bunch of children. What are we doing?
No.
And they
But
just fall off.
think of the draft in the 60s, right?
Yeah.
You turn 18, they hand you a rifle, you go. Okay, that's what the clone troopers were.
No shit.
That's what stormtroopers were in the original trilogy because they were running out of clones because at that point, the clones aged faster than everyone else because they brought up faster.
Absolutely.
So a lot of the original clones have been dying.
That's
They weren't-
really
they
cool.
weren't as hyper-trained
I'm
as
glad
original
they
clones.
explained that. I'm
Yeah.
really glad they explained that.
And now, but you think about the clones from the Clone Wars, those guys hit those shots.
Oh, yeah. The Clone Wars guys were
and
great.
so it's a different generation. They just use the same armor for symbolism.
It was actually one of the things about the Rebels. I don't think you got this far. You might have watched this episode with me. The robots from the first Star Wars show up.
Roger.
Yeah, those things. And the 3 old school Clone Wars clone troopers that are helping the Jedi are super freaked out. Like, they have an episode where, like, yeah, dude, I understand that they're goofy looking robots. It's a swarm.
Right.
It's swarm tactics.
That was you.
Yeah, that's all.
I was
always.
stormtroopers. You were the robots. Every time.
That's how we play. John and I play a lot of RTS at the time.
Do you
Yeah.
have a little light thing for a little more light or no?
We are
I can
at
make
that
the
point.
fire
I'll take care of
louder.
it. But yeah, me and Johnny used to play a lot of RTSs, and I would always use swarm tactics, and they would always use.
Blackwing. Have you heard about his Zerg rush on me one time?
How much longer do you want to go?
I think we're doing pretty good, honestly. I think we can keep going.
So
You don't want to.
what?
I'm good.
Yeah, let's keep going. You talk.
So Blackwing. So Zerg rush, right? Dan and I, or Elkla and I, were playing StarCraft one time, right? We had like the Zerg rush wasn't going to work because we put a time limit on attack, but I was Terran and he was Zerg, and he just had this massive horde ready to swart me, right? But we played a map where there was only one path. And he's like, okay, time limit ended. He immediately sent his army, which I knew he was going to do. Right? So we're talking via Skype or whatever at the time. And I just see his army move. And then Dan's like, what? Because all he heard was, nuclear launch, nuclear launch, nuclear launch. I launched like 6 nukes along the walking path and eliminated his entire army.
Nice.
And then just rolled in with a handful of like Marines to wipe you out, right?
Yep.
It was fantastic.
Unreal. It was one of your best plays.
Fantastic.
You played my strategy
Right?
that I've ever seen anyone do. You played me.
I didn't have much of an army because I put everything into building
you had
nukes.
nothing.
I had some
If I
ghost
survived that,
nukes and like 2 bunkers with riflemen.
Yeah, you had nothing outside of.
Oh my! What did you do?
All right.
Don't you have a? Does this floodlight work, or is that too much, or is
That
that
would be
not?
too much, but I got this.
All right.
The Necrons are crazy in 40K, from what I understand.
I never played 40K.
I
only
played
just
some of
saw
the
a
computer
big,
games.
I only just saw a big, like, really intimidating table whenever I went into the nerd stores, which is right in the middle there, and I would look and say, "Ooh, that looks pretty neat," and they would say,
Yeah.
like, "Hey, every once in a while, someone can come and you can play. We'll teach you."
Right.
Yeah, that kind of deal.
The cost startup of actually playing the true miniatures is ridiculous.
It's funny. We were just saw. Speaking of that, we saw. Hey, we got some light, and
Ah,
he
burns.
pointed at us in a bit.
Working on it.
We saw a really cool.
Nope, that's not going to work for me.
A lot of.
It's not in front of you.
That's not bad.
That's perfect.
Yeah, and that doesn't. That's good.
Sweet.
Okay, that works.
So we saw a super awesome closed party city because pandemic. You can't have much parties during the pandemic. So we have a closed party city next by, but it's a cool ass looking building. And I don't know if party cities in general have that cool design where all the weird angles and
A
shit.
lot of them have gone out.
A lot of them have gone out, but this
Right.
building looks so
It's
sharp.
super cool. I'm like, I want that to be fucking laser tag.
Yeah.
Do you remember our old laser tag days? God, I miss laser
I want
tag.
new updated laser tag.
Same.
With
Same.
Let's go play one day.
AR.
I would love.
AR.
Oh, wow.
The place on 111th in like Cicero.
Oh yeah.
still
Does
have-
laser tag now.
Oh sweet.
Great Fox, and I agree. That's why you smashed them.
What does it say? I missed it.
All tables intimidate me.
Oh, table, God.
All tables must be smashed.
Yeah, Maggie, myself, and John, we played laser tag a lot when we were younger. That was a normal outing. Qzar laser
Is
tag,
that the one
babe.
in Lombard?
Yes, it was.
That was
That's what
my
we went to for that kid Brian's bachelor party with Al.
Yep. Qzar laser tag was one of the best because it had no bells and whistles. It was 2 bases,
And some foam walls.
and some foam walls. But the crazy thing was they allowed shielding. So any professional player, anyone who played in the league, you'd watch them walking around holding their gun like this, covering the front sensor, covering the back sensor, covering their chest, and you wouldn't give them much to go. But if you had played for a while, you knew that the lasers were so wide and so reflective. If they were wearing shoes with white laces, you shot at their shoe and it would hit the bottom of their gun.
Whoa!
Oh yeah, no. Remember Jeff Koss? Did you ever meet Jeff?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, you knew
sorry.
Jeff. Jeff played laser tag, Qzar laser tag with me in a league, and that is exactly the tactic we would use.
See, covering your sensors is bullshit.
It is. It is.
That's bullshit.
In Qzar, when you were playing in that, like, it was the only way that you weren't just constantly, because don't forget, in that one you had to go back to.
Yeah.
Still bullshit.
When I was a kid, I
Not
had to
even
deal
remotely.
I had to deal with people in all black, covering their sensors,
Yep.
and like, don't poke, and like you're not supposed. How am I supposed to kill you, fuck?
Oh, no,
Oh,
that's
you're
the thing.
covering your weapon. Tackle.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. In Qzar, it was still so easy to
Jeff
tag
plays
them. It
laser
was.
tag.
Of course, Jizzy Jeff plays laser tag.
Jizzy Jeff plays
the
laser
best
tag.
surprise attack. You surprise him with the jizz. God damn.
I'm gonna regret learning about Jizzy Jeff.
You know. Well, you know how, and then he became a ghost, and he's like super happy because, ectoplasm. Like, I got everything I ever needed. It's a happy ending for Jizzy
Spooky
Jeff.
art.
I never. It's funny, a random tangent, ADD brain, but there was a game called Haunting where you got to be a ghost and haunted. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No, sorry, I was
But-
nodding at Maggie Holt.
But you get to you got to haunt and torture a family in the house because that's your house apparently, and that's how all ghosts work.
That's how all ghosts
All
works.
ghosts are real big on fucking property ownership. So weird. Get out of my house! You're dead, dude. Come on. There's term limits on this shit. I actually didn't know that. Like,
But ghosts have term limits?
well, yeah, because like, someone told me when you buy a plot in a graveyard, that's only for like 100 years. I didn't know that. I
That's a
thought it was
certain
just
amount of time
forever.
you
Yeah.
I didn't know that you dig your shit up when all your friends are dead, and you're like, oh, they don't care anymore. Just throw them in a file somewhere. I didn't know that how that works. That's funny.
For the most part, you can get it extended very easily. The 100-year thing is there for people whose families don't visit for a century because they know that this graveyard is going to be there forever, because what it would take to get rid of it, literally what it takes to say a graveyard is done, closed down, we want to build houses there, is insane. So because they
Especially
know...
because of modern burial.
Exactly. So since they know that this plot of land is going to be used for this forever, however, your family might not exist in a century. Like, maybe your kids don't have kids, so after 100 years, if no one's visited that site, we're just going to throw you over into the pile. The pile is for you. Now, if you have somebody who's still
pile.
visiting you, they go to the front office like, here's $5. Can you not throw grandpa into the pile? They're like, but the pile! The pile! The pile.
So you make it nice. You call it like
nice
the
pile.
live stream. You give it a nice name.
Yeah, when you're
Final
peeing
Fantasy
on it,
VII
like,
live
this is
stream.
a live stream.
Yeah. And he's like,
Doing to
"Bah,
grandpa, live stream.
Well, that's what Jizzy
Live
Jeff says. This is
Jizzy
the live
Jeff-
stream. What?
Jizzy Jeff is solely responsible for corpse impregnation. It's horrible. It's horrible.
Hey, Jizzy Jeff is an artist, okay?
You have
I
to finish
respect.
yours.
I thought I did. Did you pour the rest of that in mine?
Yeah.
No, you gotta tell me.
I thought you were looking. I literally thought you were watching me do it.
Jizzy Jeff, a huge fan of
Peeing on corpses.
that as well.
Yep.
Jackson Pollock.
Absolutely. Jackson, oh yes, of course.
His favorite
That's what I thought
artist.
you were talking about when you described him at first.
Look,
What is
am I-
Ed Harris doing?
What is Ed Harris doing?
What is Ed Harris doing?
Drinking and doing art.
Drinking.
That's all he's doing in the Pollock movie. I only saw Pollock for 5 seconds, and it's like him drinking on a bike, and he falls over and he paints something. I'm like, yep, I got the whole movie. It's right there.
Nailed it.
I got the whole Jackson Pollock experience. What?
The Jackson Pollock experience is basically being in the front row at Gallagher. That's just how it works.
Especially when Jizzy Jeff is.
Yeah, especially with Jizzy Jeff.
Oh my god. Anyway. Did we do all the questions? We did.
Not even close.
Okay, fine.
I don't know where my phone went.
I'll do it.
I got it. Here, it's right here. All right, going to the next one. We are on the last question from Gray Fox, and thank you so much, Gray. What are you most looking forward to about MFF? Also, will you be doing meetups between panels so we can hang out? We do miss being in person an awful lot. Aw. Well, tell you what, Gray Fox, and how's this sound? So, the schedule for MFF is out. As of right now, I believe I am doing a grand total of 6 panels. So, let me take a look at our schedule, and maybe, why don't we pick a night? And any of you who want to join us at MFF over at the bar?
Yeah.
Why don't we pick a night, pick an hour, and we're all going to meet up at the bar. If you want to do that, let us know in the chat. We'll make it happen.
Yeah, let's do that.
You will need the Dragget Show either Twitter or the Dragget Show Telegram. Those are going to be the 2 places we post about it. Sound good?
Yeah, we'll definitely put it in the Twitter. Definitely.
Yeah, I think one of the nights I'm free. I think.
Yeah, probably
So-
after one of the shows or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that sounds fun. Let's do that. We'll all get together. We'll have some cocktails. It'll be fun.
Especially toward the event, we'll figure out when we're gonna have it. Too.
Yeah, we'll announce it to you. That being said, it's yet one of our very few conventions this year. So, what are you looking forward to most about MFF?
Oh boy.
Right? Yeah, that's tough because there's a lot.
This is gonna be a weird one because it's our home con and we've done
It's our hometown. Yeah.
Since the pandemic isn't over.
Yeah.
Like people are getting back into doing it, and honestly, the amount of masks and caution I saw that was done at BLFC gave me a lot of encouragement. Honestly, I thought that was great, and I'm sure MFF is going to be just like that as well.
Yeah, I think so too.
What I'm most I just more con stuff. Honestly, I always enjoy doing the panels, seeing y'all and seeing people and stuff, and
Hello.
yeah. I specifically about MFF, unfortunately, a lot of our shows are during the Near Futurists, I believe, and I'll have to check this time.
Always is.
Is it? It is.
I don't even. I didn't bother looking.
You're probably right.
What's up?
Where's that at? Sure.
MFF is Rosemont.
That's right. My buddy does security for that hotel.
Oh yeah, he'll see us.
So, what are you looking for?
Well, actually, John, next time you go to a convention, because you'll probably be, if you can make it, you'll be a handler for me at First Squared, so you will be going back to a convention. As somebody who doesn't do 8 conventions a year, maybe First Squared is going to be your only one. What are you looking forward to about First Squared? What are you looking forward to about getting back to a convention? Oh, also, there is a shot of gin in this, and this is fresh squeezed orange juice. Highly recommended. I now understand why gin and juice is a drink. This is deadly smooth. This
You're
is.
He's telling me?
Deadly sugar bomb.
Are you telling me
It's
that
good for one drink, but yeah, I agree.
Am I looking?
gin and
I'm
juice?
just seeing people.
Are you
I
telling
don't
me
get-
that fucking Snoop Dogg was up to
Snoop
something?
Dogg was totally right.
Holy shit.
I have never had just a gin and juice before. This is out here. Try this. No, legit.
All right.
Okay, so what are you looking forward to?
Probably just seeing people again.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of people through furry that I only see at cons or like. Yeah, I'll talk to just a handful of them via this once in a while, but like my exposure is so limited that it'd be nice to get out and see people and socialize and hang out. And
A lot of people
remember?
I haven't seen in a long time, especially before the pandemic.
yeah,
Yeah.
Things have happened. Eggs have cracked.
Eggs have cracked.
What?
Ladies and gentlemen,
Literally.
stand back. Eggs have cracked.
Yeah, I'm for the trans people. Eggs have cracked. That's what I was saying. But yes, eggs have cracked. Baby.
Eggs have cracked. I'm genuinely looking forward to MFF because MFF is one of those conventions that's so big and has so many people there that I'm going to get to see a ton of my friends. And also, and this is big to anyone who has to fly to conventions, this convention is so local to us that we get to bring a ton of crap.
I want to know where Studio is going, where the tits are popping.
Tits a poppin'.
Tits a pop.
I mean, that's just a con in general. Tits be poppin', baby.
Whoa.
Well,
Whoa.
our fire is trying to kill us.
There's a piece of fire near the microphone, and it's just like kind of burning.
Just smoldering.
It's a big ass ember. If you wonder what I mean. Woo, that's something.
Yep.
Cool.
We almost died.
Yeah.
These things happen. Thank you again for making the Raging Inferno. That is keeping us so warm. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, John.
Wood on fire, difficult.
Yeah, you say that, but we've camped before where we've basically given up on fire. So
Here, I haven't been to a lot of conventions, but I've been to a few. And clearly we run in different circles, and I need to get better.
wait, what did
She said they're just busting out all over.
Well, Jizz and Jeff does go to a lot of conventions.
Jeff is busting out all over. It's a busy con for Jeff. Don't judge.
Maggie, you will definitely see me roaming, except for during the day where I will be sharing a table in Dealer's Den with Pepper Coyote. So I'm looking forward to that too, because it's always fun to hang out with Pep.
Hell yeah.
He's a blast. It's just out of his goddamn mind.
All right.
I think that actually did it.
Yeah, I
We
think
got
so.
through all the questions.
If anything, we
That's
should do some
never
rapid
happened.
fires and shit like that.
That has never happened.
It's very rare.
I cannot stop going to the bathroom.
That's because
broke the
you
seal.
broke the seal.
You
Yeah.
fool!
You foolish fool.
I'm also on the Spyro, so that could be a thing.
Wait, you're on the dragon?
Yes.
The little Spyro dragon?
Little Spyro dragon. He makes you pee a lot. So, yes. What? You know what I'm talking about, do you? Spyro, it's
It's
I
a
know
dragon.
Spyro. I played the original game.
Perfect.
oh my god.
That was perfect.
It's a medication, you fuck.
There is no reason John would have ever known that. that's so
mean-
How
great.
do you ask a guy that played old school PlayStation games? You've heard of Spyro, right? And not think you're talking about that when all we ever do is talk about video games.
That's fair.
You gotta
I mean,
explain.
yeah.
Hey,
Come on.
You know what you say to that? It's a dumb cough.
Spironolactone is one of the things you do to block your T levels. So
Oh, okay.
Your testosterone.
Yep.
So
And they've been drinking so much Earl Grey lately that you gotta block it.
Spyro the Dragon doesn't like that
Spyro
testosterone.
the Dragon hates that tea.
Hates that tea.
Japan is great.
What's that
You
to
should
do
go
with
to
Earl
Japan.
Grey?
Mm-hmm.
Tea. Earl
Testosterone
Grey
tea.
tea.
Like Mr. T. Okay, Mr. T makes sense now because he's Mr. Testosterone.
That's true.
Right?
That's
he's got
true.
a mohawk. He's got a shit ton of gold. He pities the
Enough of this to
fool.
deal with you.
What? Mr. T was like the shit in the 80s. Come on. I was telling the people about that. How like it's weird. People don't understand, and you'll learn when you're old enough. Stuff that's super hot at the time can be completely forgotten in
Yeah.
the future.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
just because something's super hot doesn't mean it'll be remembered. You know what I'm saying? You mean, right?
Absolutely.
Slap bracelets?
Slap bracelets,
Hey, we gave those
hyper-color
out.
shirts,
Those were a gift at a convention.
hyper-color t-shirts.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. You mean armpit changing T-shirts?
Yes.
That's all they
And you would
were.
blow on it, and I'm like, those were super popular when I
remember
was a
that.
kid.
Do you remember the cartoon?
Yeah, Mr. T had his own cartoon.
But do
get
you
it.
remember the Wayne Gretzky, Bo Jackson, Michael
I
Jordan
watched
cartoon?
it. Pro Stars.
Pro Stars. It was so good.
Hell yeah, it was so stupid. Are you kidding
So
me?
stupid.
In Chicago, you had to because Michael
Yeah.
Jordan.
All right. You go take a pee.
Okay.
We're going to jump over to the chat now. We've got about,
I lost the phone.
Oh,
And
everything's
again.
gone. We're going to go over to the chat now. We have done our user questions. So, chat, if there's anything you want to talk about, we're going to just basically spend the last 40 minutes of the show talking to y'all. So, again, thank
I'm
you so
already
much.
bored.
Excellent. Well done. Thank you so much for joining us. We are Alkali and Zanny. You can please, if you have a moment, follow us, like and subscribe on Twitch. We
Send
will
that
be
money.
doing. You don't need to do that. Just like and subscribe so that when we do a
Send
show,
that money.
thank you. So that when we do a show, you are alerted by it. We will be trying to do more shows in the future. It's obviously hard with COVID going on right now and everything going on in my job, but we will be trying to do more streams for just random stuff, video games. We have 2 video game streams planned right now. We don't have dates for them, but hopefully next week we will be doing City Skylines. We'll be making its return. We'll be building a city with all of your help. And Disco Elysium, which after the stream is over, we'll be showing to you. Yes, I have finally tried Disco Elysium, and I will say that I am beyond blown away. That is one fuck of a game, and we are looking forward to playing it with all y'all in the chat. Also, Disco Elysium has settings that allow it to be a streamed Twitch game with a bit of audience interaction. So Immediately, that just sounds amazing.
When are we gonna get Batman laid again?
Oh my
That's
god!
right. That's right.
Batman.
That was classic.
Punch him! Punch him!
Punch him, punch him,
Punch him,
and then
punch
the
him.
girl's on the screen. Let's get him laid.
Oh, come on! Everyone wants to see Batman and Catwoman.
Right? The new Batman, I hate to say it. I don't hate to say it. I wasn't sure how I'd feel about Robert Pattinson being Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
Looks pretty good.
I'm looking forward
I
to
saw
it.
the previews, and then Zoe Kravitz is Catwoman.
Oh, really?
Come on,
Yeah.
seriously.
Oh, I did not know that.
What? Batman doesn't require a lot. I love Christian Bale, but like
No, it doesn't require
everything's
a lot.
about like the world around.
My
Batman.
thing about Batman, it's more about being a better Bruce Wayne than it is being a better Batman. Batman's any action hero. Bruce Wayne sells the character to me.
See.
That's why I think Batfleck was great. He was a good Bruce Wayne.
I loved Gotham because we got to see the background on all the villains,
Right.
and they kind of just put Batman. You said it the best when Gotham first came out. You're like, this show better actually be about the city and the villains of Gotham. I don't want to see Batman until the final scene
Right.
of the final episode. And there I am, sitting there at the end of Gotham, and the final scene of the final episode, goddamn Batman. I'm on the phone with this guy, be like, you called it! You goddamn called
last
it!
episode is him just
Last scene,
shooting the
because
fuck up.
when you really watch Gotham, it's not about Batman. In fact, the worst part about Gotham for a majority of the seasons, the last 2 seasons they did a bit better, but the worst part was anything involving Bruce Wayne. The kid was a fine actor. He did a good job. It was the thing I cared the least amount about.
It's called Gotham, not Batman.
Yeah.
Right?
And
But there is no Gotham without the Waynes.
True, and they did a good job with that. It just, every time the kid showed up on screen, it's like, I don't care. Get back to Penguin. That guy's an amazing actor.
Oh, hold on. We're going to lunch at Fogo de Chao. When, where? I'll be there.
Uh-oh. They will just fly to you. It's Fogo de Chao.
So I have to know, does Condiment King show up? Please?
Are you talking about in Gotham?
Yeah.
No,
fuck's
but
Condiment?
Condiment
A
King
Batman
it's a real
villain?
Batman villain.
Come on.
So is
John.
Calendar Man, who is not to be
I remember in the classic 60s, they had King Tut, and he tunneled into the back.
King Tut. Yep. But here's the thing.
That always confused me. Go ahead.
None of them matter because they gave you specifically somebody who was we are huge fans of Batman the Animated Series, the one drawn on black construction paper, probably one of the best kids cartoons ever created because it definitely was not a kids cartoon. They treated them like adults, and in that cartoon they had some pretty crazy villains, including Scarface.
Scarface was pretty great.
Scarface being a little nerdy accountant guy with a puppet of Scarface. And for season 2 of Gotham, here's this little nerdy accountant guy, and you find out in season 5 that the whole reason they hired this guy is he looked like the accountant from Batman the Animated Series. And to close out the show, in the final season, he goes crazy, reaches into a fucking box and brings out a puppet, and that's all they needed. It was the best lip service I have ever been given from a cartoon to a live action. He didn't need to do much. It was there. They acknowledged it, and they let it go away as the stupid gimmick it was. It was charming. It was well handled. It endeared me to Gotham, which is just a campy Batman show. I loved it.
But it didn't
you
start
know
out
who,
as a camping band.
It did not.
You
You're
know who my
correct.
favorite Batman villain that I originally was not a fan of,
Which
and then
one?
I became endeared to over time? Fucking Zeus character.
Oh my
it's just a
God.
rich guy who thinks he's Zeus because he has so much money that he eventually thought he was a god.
Yep.
And I'm like, this
So
is
Bezos.
dumb. But you know what?
Yes.
It's Jeff Bezos. You get it. Like, it's actually a pretty smart character in a weird way. Because, like, he just gets
It's poking fun
Over-
at Batman without poking fun at Batman.
overwhelmed by his power or just capitalism in
Batman.
general.
Yeah. Yep.
Because like he's this rich dude who's like, yes, I'm all the things, and they actually had him in
Harley Quinn. He was
played
hysterical.
by Kronk, which is perfect.
Yep.
Kronk.
Kronk, you know,
The
Patrick Warburton.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Putty.
Putty. Yes.
So, and I think I think he was a continuation of King Tut, because I'm like, why is King Tut just this old white guy? And of course, I didn't get it when I was a kid.
When we're,
But
you know,
of course,
you
an
didn't know
old white
all
guy would
history
be
is just
like,
old white dudes.
no, I'm just saying. Of course, an old white guy would say, yes, I have 0.02% of Egyptian blood. I just took on my what do you call it? Like you send into your
40andMe,
ancestry.com.
Ancestry.com.
Yeah, and like
Cleopatra
yes.
was Greek, not Egyptian.
Really?
So
Oh, no shit. I did not know that.
wait, what's that?
Cleopatra was Greek, not Egyptian.
Oh well, there
because
you go.
it's a
took
holdover
over.
from the Ptolemy dynasty from when Alexander the
Yeah.
Great conquered Egypt.
So then they're all like, yeah. I forgot. Anyway.
Awesome.
Where's my goddamn electric car, Bruce? That's right. I want an updated King Tut. I want just an old dude, white dude, like, I'm King Tut. Like,
Played by Rami Malek.
what?
Rami Malek
But
could
he's
totally pull
actually
it off.
Egyptian. I want an old crummy white
no,
guy.
you can't do
Ian
that anymore.
McKellen.
That's not gonna
I'm
happen
King
anymore.
Tut.
I'm King.
No, because that's perfect. You want it. You're missing the point, John.
No,
It's gotta
I
be-
understand the point.
Okay.
The Twitterverse will not.
I don't know. I think it'll be a hit. I mean, like, I'm King Tut. Get me a beer. King Tut didn't drink beer, you fuck. And it'll be great. It was like, shut up. And he just executes someone because, he's King Tut. In quotes. Because he's got all the money. They're gonna, they gotta.
You win $250 million tomorrow. What do you do?
Damn.
Well, that's not even helicopter money. I win $250 million tomorrow.
$250 million.
I hire a lawyer to make sure that everyone thinks a different Dan Smith won $250,000. That is the very first thing I do.
Not this guy.
No, it's this. I get a proxy. It's like, it's this guy. Hello, my name is Dan Smith. That's him. Send him an email.
How about you, Zan?
How am I?
$250,000 tomorrow.
Fuck, $250,000 tomorrow?
You win
What's the
$250,000.
first
So it's the
thing
first
I'd
thing
do?
you
What
do.
would you do in general? Like, what would your life plan be?
I mean, fuck. Oh wait, there it goes. No, I don't know. I don't know. It would be
Just nothing but fuck.
nothing but fuck. No, I mean, plan my life out to spread that shit out and just like,
Right.
yeah, totally.
Well,
like
take
live off
take
my
a quarter
art,
of that.
see
and you
people,
can-
go to cons,
make it the
just work
interest,
on my
yeah.
shit. Yeah, pretty much. Like do what I'm doing now, just with more money, hopefully.
with some comfort
yeah, you get it.
and security.
So, $250,000.
Eco-terrorist.
$250 million, sorry.
Eco-terrorist.
Eco-terrorist.
Are you gonna be the guy?
I would
on
go to
Batman,
SEAL
the
school,
animated
learn how to be a
series?
SEAL. I'd float around in harbors, putting little bombs on the bottom of every big yacht and sink them.
Are you gonna be
You're
like,
just
dude?
my hero.
Have you seen Batman Beyond? There's like an eco-terrorist in there. It's like,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah, no, I would totally just walk around like Jeff Bezos' big yacht would be the first one I sunk. Just
There
a
you go.
just a little wetsuit with flippers, float on there, boop boop, bomb bomb.
Of course, the richest guy in the fucking world has to be bald and look exactly like Lex Luthor,
Right.
right? Like, what the fuck?
Although didn't Elon Musk just overtake him?
Did
Or-
you?
they-
I think so.
Wouldn't be
believe it.
But
surprised.
I'm pretty sure he's a Bond villain in real life.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Are you kidding
I
me?
just like, hey, Shatner, you want to go to space? No, but I will. Like,
Although the video of him going to space is actually pretty cool.
Oh, I'm
He
sure
was
it
just
is.
like, wow.
at some age, you just have to realize, like, oh my God, I'm getting an opportunity to do something that no one else will get to do. Yeah, I'm in.
Not only that, he was fucking Captain Kirk. I mean, from a public appeal, I mean that's just amazing. Like Captain Kirk finally got to go to space.
I cannot believe how blown away I am with his acting ability in Boston Legal.
Oh yeah, I heard.
I
this
got him
great.
into Boston Legal.
That's
It's
the only reason
so
that resurrected
good.
his career.
believe
It's
it.
so good.
Because he plays kind of a commentary on his old character where, so for those who don't know, in Boston Legal, Captain Kirk plays a legendary lawyer who has never lost, but he's on his way out.
Way past his prime.
Way past his prime. You know,
And
he's
suffering
old,
from early...
Alzheimer's.
Yes.
And so,
So he's playing himself.
Yes!
exactly, you get
And
it.
he's so good.
So,
That's not acting.
well,
I
just
know
called-
what you're saying,
that's
too.
just called
but
perfect casting.
yeah,
That's all that is.
It legitimately is probably one of the... And then Spader playing a over-the-top, like, no, I'm the greatest thing ever, and I can come up with something for everything. Like, yeah, the whole thing is just perfectly casted.
I do have to wonder if Jeff Bezos is. Or, anyway, what's up?
Quack quack honk. I think he's the first one to do it alive, though. I know they sent the ashes of a bunch of them up.
Oh,
Scotty's
wow.
ashes went up, but I think he's the first to do it alive.
Oh, I didn't know that. Awesome, Gray Foxon.
Yeah, you can't just send your ad. That's not fair.
That doesn't count.
I was there. No, your dead body was there.
Who the hell just said I was there? Oh God, run! They're coming back.
Oh, they uploaded their consciousness into VR chat or something. I don't know. That'll be the next thing.
Right.
Furries are gonna upload their consciousness into VR chat. Who wants to hang out with me? I'm stuck in here forever. Fuck! I didn't think about this. Anyway,
My God.
future problems. 1,000 years from now. The
future problems.
the furries 1,000 years from now. Actually, they'll probably have more options. It's like they'll probably get to be furries if they want to be. But
Oh yeah, and trees. That's the thing you can do now.
you can be a tree
You can be a tree.
when you're dead.
Yeah,
Yeah,
when you're
I
dead.
think that's so cool.
I do too.
That or they also have the mushroom capsule.
I forgot about
You can be
that.
mushrooms?
Hey,
You can be a
bury
shroom.
you in a special suit that's full of like spores.
Tell
so when
people
you
what
die,
we're talking about. So like when you're dead, they can make you turn into a tree.
Okay.
Or mushrooms. What?
First main actor, I think.
Huh.
I'm not talking about the random red shirt.
No. Oh, I see what's happening.
Oh, red shirt went up in space and
Yeah.
he didn't survive.
Some random-
That would be amazing if a red shirt went up and he didn't come back.
That'd be amazing.
Oh, he
That's,
lived up to it.
Probably one of my all-time favorite pieces of trivia. The most interesting man from Dos Equis, is that what it is?
Yeah, sure.
An actual extra on Star Trek who wore a red shirt and survived the episode. The most interesting man in the world, the actor, is an extra from Star Trek who survived as a red shirt. He is truly the most interesting man in the world.
I mean, you can look at the original series and like Scotty survived as a red shirt. He was a red shirt through the entire original.
Yeah, his shirt was like an off maroon.
No, they were red shirts. They just changed the colors in Next Gen where it became
Yeah.
a joke.
No, I know.
Oh boy.
Oh,
That's so cool.
Oh.
No, I think I would like. I think I would like my entire body to be wrapped up in psychedelic shroom spores
Fuck
and
yeah.
planted in the ground, and then I want to just like at a furry charity auction. It's like, all right, this item up for auction supersedes all laws because it is a dying wish, but this is all the shrooms,
Made
pure
from alkali.
psychedelic shrooms made from alkalized corpse.
They're
Here
gonna
you are,
see you. You're gonna
$1.
come into their fucking trips and be like, I saw.
no,
alcohol.
they take one. They don't see magic colors. They just get drunk right away.
Immediately, and not only that, I appear to them in the hallucination. I'm just like, yes, here's how you do it. Hedge Google with AT&T. Ooh.
If we could smoke alkali like they do in there's a what do you call it? Pilot out there called the Amazing Screw-On Head, and Niles from Frasier plays a villain who smokes people and he gets to know all their memories when he does it.
I'm so in for this.
That's
This
what
sounds
you need.
amazing.
Yeah, and he smokes and he's like, I know everything you knew. So
Biggest
that'll be-
Ticket says you can have your skull cleaned, turn the rest of your body into jewels to be put into the eyes, and leave it to your family. I can become a demi-lich? Dude, who wants to take care of my skull after I'm dead?
That's insane.
That's amazing. Yes, Sue, we're making my corpse a magic mushroom farm.
I just want in the future there's a skull with jewels in the eyes. Like, oh, that's cool. Where'd you get that, Dad? Oh, he gave it to you? No,
No, it's Dad. Biggest Tickets, Benny is asking about your earrings.
Yes, these are my she they earrings. They have my pronouns in there, so you don't forget them. It doesn't work on this one, so.
Nope, never will work. I am too busy thinking of the next joke to pay attention to your reality.
Fair.
The shitty thing is that's actually, and don't get me wrong, I am learning and I'm trying, and they know, and I appreciate that. But as an improviser, there are times where I'm just like, hey, I'm actually not thinking about what I'm saying right now. I'm thinking about the next thing. So here's wrong pronoun, and then I say the joke, and then they just lean over, she, and now everyone goes, fuck. Every time.
Yeah.
It's so hard.
Yeah, you get it.
I have the next joke for you.
Oh,
What's that?
What's the internal temperature of a tauntaun?
what's that?
About lukewarm.
Oh my god.
Lukewarm is the worst.
Oh my
It's also
god.
what you serve blue milk temperature at. What?
So my uncle, he has a junkyard. He has 2 dogs, They're named Timex and Rolex. They're his watchdogs.
Oh my god! Here's my dog, Swatch. It's a cheap ass dog. It's called Swatch. It goes bark 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 and just falls in the pool and dies. It's pretty bad.
Oh my god.
What? Do they still have Swatches?
Yeah.
Really? I don't know.
I have a buddy named David. He lost his ID. Now we just call him Dav.
I hate you so much.
Oh, I love him. I love him.
Oh.
John would be a good dad based off these jokes.
No, I would not.
Tell them what happened at Disney.
Stroller rage. And probably minor PTSD. I don't know if I'm ready to talk about it. It's been 12 years.
So, okay, then let me ask the question in a different way. So, have you and Diana ever decided if you were or were not going to have kids?
Yes.
And what was the answer?
No.
And why?
Well, we honeymooned at Disney.
That is like that's around right when we started going out.
Yeah.
Yeah, holy
Our
crap.
Halloween party the year we got married was like the first time we saw you guys as a couple.
Yeah. I was a stonecutter.
Yep.
I don't know.
Yep.
Did you even have a
October 09. So you guys just passed your 12-year anniversary.
Yeah.
Yes, we did.
I was in a robe.
So you were in it? Yeah, that's true.
You were.
12 years ago, you were already robing it up.
Hell yeah.
It's funny. I grew up in a robe household. My father loves his robes. I had a robe growing up. So now I had my own place. And Miko and Xander are living with me. And I'm like, hey, it's the middle of winter. We should get robes. They're like, robes? What are you, 90? And then they got robes like, robes? Why do we own clothing?
It's true. Look, the fucking
I'm not a
maesters
roper.
knew what was up. Look, judges know what's up. You're
Judges know
comfortable,
what up.
Nothing underneath.
Mm-hmm.
They
Wait,
even
what?
talked about it in night court.
That's true.
Like, Harry's like, I got shorts on and nobody knows and I'm free. And like, that's why they do it.
I had to do bond court one day, and the judge was late, and we found the closet full of robes. I'm not saying things happened, but we found the closet full of robes.
There you go.
I need
Look,
you to steal me a judge robe. I need a new robe.
when you're an authority, you let everyone know the fancy thing you're wearing that's comfortable is official and awesome. And you're like, yes. And that's how you win. You're not in like uncomfortable clothing. You're like totally awesome, and you're like, yes, they're dressed properly.
Do you think judges go home at the end of the week after a long week of working and just take off their underclothes and put back on the judicial robes? Like,
Right.
time to relax.
You're out of order, wife.
Oh, do you think they put on a full suit when they're relaxing? Like,
No, I think they just leave the robe with the suit now. Because when you do
okay.
court, underneath it, they are wearing almost a full suit. They're supposed to.
So you
They're
know.
so
they're
we
wearing
think.
it.
Ruth Bader
wearing-
Ginsburg had
they're
a
not even wearing
fucking
ties.
lacy. You don't know what she had on her.
They're lace.
Ruth Bader RBG. Yeah, she was a freak. Anyway.
She's just wearing a shawl. That's it.
I mean, robe over. I might do the kimono over fursuit thing maybe later because I don't do Hawaiian shirts as much anymore or at all anymore.
Maggie, the good thing if we want to put a robe over Zan's fursuit is I'm so large and they're so small that my robe would fit over their fursuit. So they just have to wear my robe. It works perfect.
Yeah, you're right.
RBGOnlyFans.com. I hate
Oh,
you.
baby.
God damn it.
The luscious
Oh,
judges.
my God. All right, we're going to go to the chat one last time, guys. If there's anything you would like to talk about, before then, we're going to pass it over to Zan because you're better at this than I am.
Okay.
Why don't you tell them who we are and what we're doing and where they can find us?
Everybody, we are the Dragget Show. We're Alkali and Zanny, and we do stuff. We've been podcasting here for about 12 years since Skyrim came out,
Yep.
because that's what the first thing we talked about, about the Daedra heart.
Didn't you walk around collecting like cheese or cups or something?
That was in the other one. That was in Fallout. I collected all the coffee mugs because they had one piece of porcelain each, and then I couldn't bring myself to shatter them, so I had a room full of 80 coffee mugs.
And we also hit up cons, so if you see Dragget Show or Alkali and Zanny or Whose Lion Is It Anyway, usually, if he's hosting, and whatnot. So that's who we are, and we're here on Twitch. We're not so much streaming on YouTube anymore because we like to have everyone in the same place, and YouTube's a little weird with the streaming, so Yeah, subscribe here, follow us here. We'll be trying to do more here going forward.
Thank you very much.
Schedule stuff is hard with Alkali and whatnot, but
It's getting a little bit better. We are getting towards the end of the year, so you're going to have a few weeks where we're silent when I have to work till 4 a.m., and then you're going to have weeks where you might see us 2 times. So
at night probably.
Yeah, almost always at night, yeah.
Like super late, because we don't know until it's time.
Yeah.
Like a lot of things.
And John, do you have any projects you're working on? Anything you want to announce? I think you have one project you're working on. John has been telling me all day that the moment the stream is over, they're going to take a giant shit. This is a project they've been working on all day.
Nope, I think I missed the window of opportunity.
Oh, God, the window is closed?
Yeah, I think that window's closed.
Now it's a double giant.
What
That's
the
like
fuck?
The window has been closed. It's bran for breakfast tomorrow.
Oh, no. Everyone's going to die. Well,
that's not healthy. You don't store up everything for one day out of a week, John. That's how you get the colon blow levels. And then you ever see the video with the bear and the rabbit and it's like shooting into the sky forever? That's how that happens.
My God.
I showed that
remember that.
I ended Saturday morning cartoons with that.
You and your Saturday morning cartoon, you're epic at those. You are really good at that.
It basically ends up being stoner cartoons in the morning, kind of, but
Pretty
just fine by
Yeah.
me.
Ugh,
Which
excuse
means they're
me.
good.
Sloths only poop once a week. Silence! 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 God damn it, sloths.
Oh, golf with friends. Hell yeah.
That's a good time.
It is a good time.
All right, we're going to go to the chat one last time. Anything you guys want to talk about, that's how we're going to finish off the show. Thank you again for joining us.
Yes, thank you.
I'm going to wait till we're done and switch over
Hopefully,
to something
we'll have
much
some
harder
snow
than
for
booze.
you here soon, and we'll have a...
Could we get an inch tonight?
Oh,
That's
baby.
what she said.
Wait a minute. She can do better.
I'm getting an inch tonight, bro.
And tomorrow, the other inch.
Pearl?
Pearl! Oh, God!
We need to have a
Icons
talk.
next to the names mean. The sword
We
is
don't
clearly-
know.
The sword is clearly mod.
Okay, so
What's
so
a
does Mod.
star?
They're a star.
Oh, you're trying to
Maggie has
figure...
like a train.
Yeah, she's a hype
Sudir
train.
has a crown. I'm very confused.
Sudir's a mod.
So, yep.
That's the sword, though.
Oh, mods do have
So,
swords.
subscriber
sword.
is a star.
Oh my
Okay.
And no, we totally remember the Batman thing. We actually were just talking about it. We don't go and look at the Batman hiding place anymore because it's filled with spiders. Spider-Man and Batman are living together and they are happy. We're gonna leave them alone.
Punch him in the back.
All right, Sue, I'll accept that.
Nah.
What did Sue say?
I'm freaking mod royalty.
Hell yeah!
New Batman villain. Who do we make? A new Batman villain for the new age. NFT Man.
NFT man.
And
Okay.
Batman's just gotta fucking shut down his shit. Because he's killing the environment. Anyway.
Oh my
He's
god.
just got a bunch of fucking computers cranking away. And Batman has to bomb his office. Because basically Gotham's gonna run out of power. Like, you bastard! How dare you take down my... Like, dude, Gotham needs power right now. You got all the power for your fucking... That's their problem. That's Gotham's problem. NFT Man. It's in my name. And, like, he has, like, Nerf and, like, Funyuns and tea. That's, like, so... Because, like, you know, he wants to keep going with it, right? It's a terrible combination to, like, consume.
Nerf, Funyuns, and tea.
Yeah. He fires Nerf guns, he eats Funyuns, and he drinks tea. And it's a terrible combination, but he doesn't care because he thinks it's cool.
He thinks it's super
He's
cool.
selling this
He's
shit
wearing sunglasses while doing it. It's super
Funyuns-
cool.
Funyuns and tea while you're
Funyuns
shooting
and
people
tea.
with Nerf?
Yeah.
Everyone's doing it, man.
Dude.
Yeah.
Is it sidekick Dogecoin?
No, it is.
The little
That's his dog.
That's the
That's
Shiba
his
dog.
dog.
Doge. And but like, yeah, it looks at you from the side of the whole time.
But every once in a while, it coughs up like $20,000. Like, oh, good, I'm rich again.
Oh, but if you're not careful, it'll take $20,000.
Yeah, absolutely.
Way more.
It's a thief dog. That's
My buddy told me this was good. And it's like,
Doge Dog's superpower is summon Elon. The Doge Father.
the Doge father. What the fuck?
I like the Doge father. That's pretty. Oh, he's got sunglasses and they're pixelated.
Yes.
The Doge Father.
Batman new villain, rabies. Just rabies. God damn it. See, I always wanted to see the Batman villain guessing guy.
Guessing?
Yeah, all he does is he takes over the internet and replaces MapQuest with him guessing on how to get there.
Oh.
It doesn't really change MapQuest too much because who the hell uses MapQuest anymore? But it leads you to some interesting destinations, like villainy.
That's how Xander ended up in the water in his car that one time.
Yes,
That's pretty
it
true.
is. Dude, guess guy got you.
That's my
You've been guessed.
That's the origin story. And you get the mad irony. I'm gonna guess all the time. And you're like, this is my way. Oh wait, shit. That's fucking Two-Face. I'm Guess Man. Oh, which way will the coin make me go?
Oh my god. Do you want to die? You're just in there. I guess. Ah, my secret. I'm here. Guess man.
Guess what jeans he wears?
Mom jeans.
Guess jeans.
God damn it.
And they are mom jeans.
They are mom jeans, but still, well played.
Well, they went out in the 80s too, so it works out. I'm guessing. Hey!
God damn it.
That was actually
God
Eula
damn
Man.
it.
Oh, that would be a good one. How about Eula Man, who just, when someone's playing a song, they just come in and just smash your device and like, not on YouTube. And they're like, I'm not even on YouTube, you fucker. And like, dude, not
You are now, and we've canceled you.
exactly, like YouTube owns everything. Smash, like boom boxes. They're like, someone's recording this right now, and they point to a camera in the sky. Because technically, everything's being recorded. Like,
I mean,
fuck,
true.
They got us.
True. That's every moment of every day you are breaking copyright law by existing.
What if Batman? He's just degraded to just enforcing copyright. He has nothing else to do. Oh, what? I guess crime comes down to a level that's actually like okay. People are just doing really like minor stuff. Like kid steals a candy bar and Batman beats the shit out of him. Like Batman, slow your roll, dude.
Oh my god.
Why don't you go and just manage that $1 million company you were supposed to do this whole time? No, shut up. I'm Batman. He's been procrastinating this entire time.
Usain Bolt is just running down the track. All of a sudden, Batman closes line. And somebody's like, you can't be faster than a speeding train. And just kind of shakes his head and wanders away.
Oh my god.
Copyright law. You gotta be careful with that shit.
I'm here for Batman. Fucking Batman.
He's just in a cave with a blowtorch. I could be the only Batman, and all the bats. The female bats like, how are you missing us? Oh, interesting.
A granny has an iPod. I heard that you were playing ABBA.
Oh my god.
Wait, what? You don't own that.
Oh my god.
It's my iPod. Nobody has iPods anymore. It was a Zune. Leave me alone, Batman.
It was a Zune. Bunch of coworkers still has a Zune.
Yeah, they do. A bunch of youths are skating down the streets like, man, I really love these rollerblades. Here comes Batman just flying in, knocks them all into the oceans. Like, those were roller skates, rollerblades is copyright. Just flies away.
Oh, man.
Inline skates.
I was wrong, into the ocean. But he's got a sub made out of a car, so he's fine.
Yeah, his sub is Robin. Everyone knows.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Man Bat.
Man Bat. Oh, Man Bat was a thing.
Hello, I am Batman Well.
Oh, Batman!
I
no!
love The Tick. Did you ever watch The Tick?
Yeah.
The Tick. Oh, that's
I watched
still
the
one of
live
my
action series
favorites.
on Amazon. It was actually pretty good.
I've heard the same thing. I haven't watched
They
it
only
yet.
did like 2 seasons, but it was.
Oh my god, one more time I'll be back.
I hope it's all punny, because that's, I love. You
Watch
just
the
are
phone
not
again.
allowed to have a phone. Yep, Seamus remembered The Tick. Oh, Chairface Chippendale. Did you ever watch the cartoon, The Tick? Chairface Chippendale, like the overarching villain, was voiced by Tony J. Megabyte from Reboot. Do you remember that one? Oh, really? Oh, that
I
was
do
a
read,
kind of
but I
a...
never watched it.
When we were growing up, that kind of got some footing for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tony J, probably one of our favorite voice actors of all time. That voice is just honey on top of, I don't know, rocks. I don't even know how to describe it. That man is a genius. Was he Frollo? Actually, yes, he was. He was Frollo. Yeah, no. Yeah, he was a great voice actor. All right, we are going to go to you guys for one last topic, and then I think we are calling
he says
it.
for the 5th time.
No, I asked for topics before. Now we're going on to the last topic.
You said last topic last time.
Incorrect, because it's not 6 yet.
I have a closing topic if you need one.
Yeah, well, we just asked them for one, so if they don't have one. Oh.
Thanksgiving's coming up. What's one thing you're thankful for at the top of your head? Me? Vaccines. Yay.
Fair enough.
There you go.
Fair enough. Horny spiders. Okay.
You're thankful for horny spiders?
Oh, honey
Me
spiders.
too. I mean, I loved Undertale. She sold sandwiches.
Is
I
that
like what?
hand job? The spider.
I forgot about Handjob the spider. That's disturbing.
Yeah, that is.
Do they know about Handjob?
No, they don't need to know about hand job the
They'll
spider.
figure it out.
They'll put 2 and 2 together.
Probably not, but they'll figure it.
What's the most disappointed you ever have been in a video game from Seamus? Who's got the most disappointed you've ever been in a video game?
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's a tough one.
That's hard because a lot of them go back really far, and I have a hard time remembering them.
Yeah, that's because I remember.
Shenmue 3, because I actually helped pay for that, and that's a whole deal.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
That's a shame. That's really a shame.
That is paying for nostalgia and hoping you can bring back the
Hell yeah,
past
silence.
excitement of a thing. Yeah, I'd go with that.
Okay, all right. Did you ever have a disappointing video game?
Oh, thousands of them. I just can't remember the names.
Right? Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to remember, like.
Deadly Towers, when I brought it home and played it, because I based it on the stupid art on the front, and it was terrible.
That's
That's
funny.
when it was in the 80s, but that's what you bought games based on the front cover art.
Sunir says E.T.
E.T. Hell yeah. Oh.
I'd actually say the most disappointed I ever was in a game might have been Spore. I was crazy excited with
I
Spore.
went back and tried playing it a couple years ago
Yeah.
with the expansions, and it wasn't as bad, but the community had slowed down, so it was harder.
Yeah, I get that.
It went from create this awesome creature to create this civilization, but it's very locked in how you create it. So.
Yeah, that's how I felt too. There really wasn't a lot of paths you could take once you initialized. Yeah, you were kind of pigeonholed.
Sport was cool for an hour. You made one creature okay, I'm done. And the creature creator was the only thing that was interesting.
Yeah, I could. Yeah, you're kind of right there.
Oh. The Fable guy brought out a couple things like that were just
I like the
was
original
awesome.
Fable.
Fable's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, that was a good game.
Fable 2 was fun too. I never played the third one so much.
And I'm still blown away. Like, I'm in the middle of playing it again for my 3rd time. I've never beaten it, though. I still can't get over how expansive the Divinity universe is. That game is just, you keep finding nonsense every time. Well,
See, I love and hate that, though. I like games that have minutia, but I hate getting bogged down in the minutia.
I definitely get that, but I think in certain games the minutia is part of the game, so I can forgive it then. Like Divinity, if you laser focus and just go through Divinity, it's only a 30-40 hour game, which is still pretty epic.
Yeah, that's good.
Giving you the ability to go wherever you want in a style like that, I appreciate. And the one that I can't get over, which, by the way, we will be streaming this possibly next week, so if you have a moment, subscribe to our Telegram and our Twitter. Disco Elysium is going to be something that I will be playing with Zan on a stream, because, and this is how I base it. Zan tried to get me to play Disco Elysium for a long time.
Yeah.
I finally played it. I played through the first 10 minutes. I was very impressed. Then I died. Would you like to know how I died? You might appreciate this. We were at a bar, and I refused to pay for the drinks. So instead of doing anything, I had the option of double middle fingering while running away. And I gotta pick this. Well, I failed my roll. I ran away, turned around, double middle finger, and jumped back to go out the door, but ran over a woman in a wheelchair, which caused me to topple over the wheelchair, doing 1 point of damage to me, which I only had one body. I died double birding a guy while jumping backwards to escape their wrath.
Running out on a tab.
Running out on a tab.
Yeah.
And then I watched Zan play the first 10 minutes of the game, and I watched a totally different game. And then Miko played and I watched a totally different game. The game is so in-depth that your character creation changes the same scenario to be a totally different, impressive as fuck.
My favorite moment so far was when a bad roll revealed some good stuff for me, and it made a fun situation. So, like, I was trying to hit on this lady, and I had a totally critical fail roll. And I said, the only thing, because I did a total critical fail roll, I said, "You want to have fuck?" And so she laughed and gave me some information I otherwise wouldn't have known.
That's awesome.
And she opened up from that.
The thing about the game
amazing.
that really blew me away was failed rolls. Not always, but sometimes the people you're talking to just feel bad for you.
Yeah.
It's interesting. It's really, really fun.
Good stuff.
Well, it looks like we made it.
We did it.
So,
Gray
Sorrows.
Fox, we're going to call that the javelin effect.
we do call that the javelin effect. Throw shit at a wall and see what it murders.
No, you got a higher shoot count.
Rapid
this time.
fire. Y'all gonna get like really quick questions for us? We might pick
Purple.
at it.
Purple. What if it were purple?
Purple.
All right. Crit fails and crit successes moves. They do. Silence, they absolutely do.
I'm thankful for the fire because it's fucking cold out here.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's so nice.
I'm out of wood.
Well, it is time. Ladies, gentlemen, both and neither. What's your next drink? That's how we're finishing it off. What's your next drink? So let's
some
not
water.
go with tonight. What's the next drink you're looking forward to? That's how we're gonna end this one. What's the next drink you're really looking forward to?
Oh, boy.
What do you guys got?
I have a bottle of special edition meat from Standard Meadery that one of my coworkers got for me that I'm going to drink one day.
Oh, very nice.
I honestly want a kick-ass Long Island. I haven't had a really well-done made Long Island in a long time, and that's kind of like my go-to for getting fucked up. So it's a little nostalgia, a little bit of personal thing, pleasure. Because if you don't know, a Long Island iced tea is what you do to get drunk,
Yeah.
for the most part. And it's quite tasty.
Or you go to a wedding and they give you a deconstructed Long Island iced tea with no mixers, you
It's called the Purple
assholes.
Rain.
Ass.
Oh.
And then you drive home. Yes.
I did not drive home. I drove to the hotel. Which
Potato,
just as bad.
potato.
Just as bad.
Anyway.
All right, are we ready? It looks like we've got the call. We're finishing it off with the Chicago Toast. Everyone grab your glasses.
Okay.
Before we go, Zan, if you could outro the stream, and I will outro with the Chicago Toast, so if you wouldn't mind.
Just in general say.
Yeah, just closing.
All right, thanks everyone for coming again. We are on Twitter and YouTube and here, obviously. So subscribe and we're on Patreon as well, and under Dragget Show.
Close enough. Yeah.
And thanks for coming. We really appreciate it. We're gonna try to do this more. Stay tuned. Thanks.
Do you remember the Chicago Toast?
I remember. I think I know what you're talking about. I never called it
Also,
that.
we'll see you at MFF if you are going.
See you at MFF, everyone. And here's to you, here's to me, forever friends we shall be. And if we ever disagree, fuck you. Here's to me. I'm Alkali.
I'm Zanny.
This is our very good friend, John. Thank you so much for joining us, friend. Thank you for joining us all. And good night.
Good night.
Laters.
I'm gonna do the thing.
Later, Gator.
Oh. See you at MFX for Gray. I cannot wait. That is going to be a blast. Bye. Bye.